They going back in?
There's still men out there. God damn. I go home. People ask me, hey, who? Why do you do it, man? Why? Some kind of war junkie? I won't say a goddamn word. Why? They won't understand. They won't understand why we do it. They won't understand it's about the men next to you. That's it. That's all it is.
Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com, #1 listener-supported radio, the printing press for freedom at a time when freedom is needed the most.
Join me at Revolution Radio, Studio B, at 11 a.m. on Saturday for Free Association, when we take a look at philosophy, spirituality, psychology, social issues, and geopolitics. It's every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern on Studio B at freedomslips.com.
What is going on here? I demand an explanation.
We work for a highly funded yet unofficial government agency.
An intelligence organization that fears intelligence, historically not awesome.
The United States is a democratic nation. Here the people rule. We build no walls to keep them in, nor organize any system of police to keep them mute.
Freedom isn't free at all, but it comes with the highest of costs.
We have you, the listeners, and the hosts at
Revolution Radio.
for allowing us to bring you a platform of free speech.
Right now, it's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, watch for now.
Wind is blowing cold and dark. On the road and no way out. Broken house, the smoking gun. On the run. On the run.
Only one holistic system of systems. One vast and immane, interwoven, interacting, multivariate, multinational dominion of dollars. Petrodollars, electrodollars, multi-dollars, Reichmarks, Rins, rubles, pounds, and shekels. It is the international system of currency which determines the totality of life on this planet. That is the natural order of things today. That
is the atomic.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the broken down, low rent, sleazy, double greasy pirate radio Nut Hut Studios, it's time for the very first ever Southern.
It's Friday night. It's Revolution Radio. Somehow, some way, you found it. And now here you are. Wherever you go, there you are. My name's Jimmy. And to the microcosm is on the air. We're hot. Are you there? I don't hear him. He must not be there.
Oh, I said I was here.
You're there.
Now say it again. I'm here.
Jeez. Watch out. No, seriously, I didn't think you were there.
You know what it was? I was saying book him down. I had to grab the mic.
Coming back empty. The empty echo, what it would be like someday if you tuned in to turn on and find out and it was dead air. It was just nothing there because the platform went away. Revolution Radio, fully listener supported. Come on down, become supporters. But no, really, Epic Journeyman. There's talk on the internets, and we're going to have to get into some of that tonight because Bruce McDonald's here. I think I see Rockin' Rio somewhere in the mist. Smoky in here. I've been in here for hours. And, you know, it's always 4:20 because my watch has stopped and the clock stopped at 4:20 in here. But I'm just saying, there's a lot going on. There's people that are really starting to nut up about the future in the next couple of 2 weeks here in August, you know. And it's a dangerous world we're living in, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow, some way you found it. The life raft. Revolution.radio. It's into the microcosm. Rock and Rio. How's that $28 pizza slice tasting right about now?
They're pretty good, but it's getting out of control.
$28, dude. $28 for a medium pizza.
With one topping.
What's the topping? Cheese?
Bacon.
What did they give you? Does it look like, hey, let me get one of these hamburgers. Yeah, what is it? How much? $6.95. All right. Oh, you want bread with that? Oh,
yeah.
You want some bun? Yeah, that's another 50 cents. Oh, you want a pickle on that thing? Yeah. All the shit we used to get for free, all of a sudden you got to pay for it now. So I mean, you remember buying a large pie for like $12?
I remember buying a large pie for like $8, $6. Yeah. It was $6 for the pie, and if you got to buy the slice, it was $1 a slice.
Well,
cash money.
It's $5 a slice now.
It's closer to $7 some places.
Yeah, there you go. So I had a $30 pizza tonight myself. So.
And what's up with butter, man? Butter's like $7 a pound for the cheap stuff now. Like, this is getting ridiculous, dude.
You could churn your own butter. Like,
there are caverns full of butter, like literally millions of tons of butter, right, in storage. How is butter of all things expensive, right?
Hey, Bruce, I threw you a short intro song there, real quick.
Hey, man.
Because you're there.
Yeah, I hear you.
You don't have time.
I'm here. Yeah.
You got no time to dick around with 3 minutes of intro song.
Yeah.
He's only here for the first hour, ladies and gentlemen. So
bask. It's Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel.
Bask in the glory of Bruce
Listen
McDonald.
to it on your own time.
Exactly. Exactly. So, Bruce, now, did you take a look at what's going on at the stock market today?
No, Jimmy. I'm not following any news cycles right now. I've decided now is the time to pull out. I don't believe in abortion, Jimmy.
No, I understand. Or the border. I get it. And you like your guns, right?
Yeah.
No, we were talking.
No, I'm not following. I'm incredibly agnostic to what's going on in the world.
We were talking about this the other day, and I was talking about it by myself. Now you guys are here, so let's talk about it all together. Because I was saying, it's absolutely and utterly ridiculous with the shit that's going on in the world today. That the only thing we're going to hear about until the election is over is abortion, the border, and gun rights. We're not going to hear anything about any of the other important shit that's going on.
Trans kids.
Yeah.
It's going to be trans kids and yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on in here. Everybody get in here now because... Listen.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, so it's like, it's so funny because like my view on this is all the Democrats have to do is not talk about guns or trans stuff at all, right? And it might be okay. And they're not going to be able to help themselves. They're not going to. They're going to do it, right? And the same thing on the Republican side is so stupid. Just don't say anything abrasive and bigoted and just calm down, right? Nope, they can't do it. They can't do it.
No.
And you watch it and it's like, what is going on? This can't even be real at some point. You're like, how can anybody be so stupid? They have advisors on both sides, right? To tell them not to do this stuff. And
no, they want to do it too. That's what I mean. It's like it has to devolve into this, guttural instinct fight, where everybody's fighting for the rights of the specific three things. Those are the three things that completely divide everybody right there. Now you throw in what's going on over in Israel. And, they're lobbing, these aren't rockets this time. Hezbollah doesn't fire rockets, dude. They got missiles. Yeah. Hamas. Hamas is over there making rockets out of Coke cans and, old, soup cans and shit like this. But Hamas.
Towel rolls. Yeah.
Yeah. Hamas is not Hezbollah. Now, so now they killed the second in command of Hezbollah. They planted a bomb in his house 2 months ago.
Ahead of time. Yeah.
Right. So
that's
now,
pretty badass, actually. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying that's pretty badass. They snuck in there months ahead of time, supposedly. Then right after he meets the, has the supreme leader meeting with the supreme leader of Iran, goes home and gets blown up.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't invite old friends from high school that you haven't seen in a long time over to your house later.
No,
because you never know who they're working for later. You know. Oh, hey Bob, let me stop by here. Hey, do you mind if can I use your bathroom real quick? I just got to take. It's urban angst. I got to go. And then like a month later.
I mean, think what I had to go
through.
He
was a good man. He was a quiet man.
Get in there, right? I mean, all the security. There's a lot going on there for that to happen. I mean, a lot. And it was detonated remotely, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, who knows? Who knows?
I do want to say we're on this subject. The thing I've said many times, and it just irks me to no end, and I know that it irks our listeners too. And I'm sick and tired of Netanyahu trying to leverage us to get him into World War III, dude, to save his ass over there. And look, I'm all about supporting Israel and stuff, but come on, man. The guy needs to go. He's had to go for a long time, and he just wants to use the fact that we have our aircraft carriers and our forces locally nearby.
Let's talk about that.
All kinds of atrocious things.
The USS Theodore D. Roosevelt. Theodore D. Roosevelt is over there, and now the Abraham Lincoln is on his way. And there's also a Russian aircraft carrier over there right now. So they said something was going to happen today. So I haven't seen anything happen I haven't seen anything come across with the wire over here. But I'll keep my finger on the pulse of the wire and let you know here. I'll go look at the wire right now and see what's going on.
I look at Reuters all the time, yeah.
No, I don't see anything right now. I did see Kamala Harris, though. Speaking about how she created lists of people and then sent the police out to go get their guns. I did see that. It was a little bit uncomfortable to hear her saying how she took felons who's not supposed to have guns and then put it up against people that had guns and then put a list together and then out and take their guns away. They took them away. And she thinks she's the
felons.
Well, she's the only candidate who's willing to take executive action on guns. See? Look, guns already. It's going to be guns, the border, and abortion, dude. That's what it's going to be. And it's going to be you're too old.
And she says she's doing a great job at the border.
And you're too old. Good. She's the border czar, Jack. Yeah. She is the border czar. All hail the border czar.
Say it ain't so, Jimmy.
It's so. Hey, listen, Rock and Rio, did you have a chance to look at the conversation that Trump had with the black woman?
I saw it. I didn't reverse it.
No.
I listened to it live, and my God, man, I couldn't believe what I was hearing, man. I was like, this is, at the time, listening to it, I thought it was the end of everything. I thought, man, he really just buried himself, man. What'd you do, right? I mean, he didn't have to say that. He just insulted the hell out of them. Right? And it turns out he was delaying. It wasn't an audio problem. He was delaying because they were live fact-checking him. He wasn't going to go on with live fact-check him. So that all came out. They're preparing the statement of why he's not going to appear, right? And then he came back on and gave that excuse. Oh, there's no sound audio, blah, blah, blah. Man, dude, when you hear it live, if people haven't heard the whole thing, please go listen to it. Probably won't play it on the show. Play some of it for the verse, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad, dude. It's just the first part especially. But the first part was the worst part, the first 10 minutes or so. It was bad. It was.
I don't know. I kind of liked when he was beating up on the one lady there that was asking him stupid questions.
She quoted, those are all direct quotes of what he said. She quoted back his quotes, what he said, right? And asked, well, why would black people trust you after saying those things? Why should black people trust you, right? It's a very straightforward question. It's his quotes directly back to him.
Yeah,
she doesn't make anything up.
77 standing ovations for Netanyahu.
I can't believe it, man. It boggles my mind, man. It really does.
I don't think it was that many. I think it was 58 or something. Doesn't matter.
Having one just blows me away. Like, I'm not anti, Israel or anything, but I am anti Netanyahu. That guy's, it's got to go, man. It's got to go.
Yeah. Now listen, this whole thing has got to be
prophecy. What about the prophecy, Epic? Are you a non-believer? Are you a non-believer?
It wasn't part of that silver, whatever it's called. not the menorah, the silver, whatever. Rebuilding the temple and all that stuff. Yeah, I somehow missed out on the one.
Okay, here's some breaking.
Until the Goy Messiah sits on his throne, and that's Donald Trump, and I back him 100%.
All right, well, here your Messiah, the Messiah just agreed to meet with the whore of Babylon. The whore of Babylon will meet the Messiah in the ring September 4th. I've agreed with Fox News to debate Kamala Harris on Wednesday, September 4th. The debate was previously scheduled against Sleepy Joe Biden on ABC, but has been terminated, and that Biden will no longer be a participant. I am in litigation against ABC News Network and George Stupidopoulos, thereby creating conflict of interest. The Fox News debate will be held in the Great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, a site where the area is to be determined. You think we'll do it on the assassinations?
I think he'll go right back. I think he'll go right back to where he got shot. If
That's
he
what
has
I think
any
he
brains.
should. Yeah, the moderators of the debate will be Brett Baer and Martha McCallum, and the rules will be similar to the rules of my debate with Sleepy Joe, who has been treated horribly by his party, but with a full arena audience. All right, you guys.
It ain't so, Joe.
There it goes. There's the announcement.
Donald Trump feeling bad for Joe Biden. How do you like that?
Here's the other one. Here's another Donald Trump tweet. As everyone knows, the Democrats have unconstitutionally taken a candidate who was acknowledged to be defeated and unceremoniously replaced him with a new candidate. This has never ever been done before. This is a threat to our democracy, but I'm totally prepared to accept the results of this coup and replace Joe on the debate with crazy Kamala Harris. I spent hundreds of millions of dollars. I spent hundreds of millions of dollars, time and effort fighting Joe, and when I won the debate, they threw in a new candidate into the ring. Not fair, but it is what it is. Nevertheless, different candidate or not, the bad policies are the same, and this will be strongly revealed on September 4th debate. I look forward to meeting and debating Kamala Harris on September 4th. This date is convenient and appropriate, and it's just prior to the September 6th start of the early voting. It's 2024 presidential election. I look forward to seeing everyone here on September 4th. It's a great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
She should go for September 8th. He gets sentenced on September 7th. So
how
September 8th would be a better date. Right.
How could you put Cammie Harris into a debate with Donald Trump? I mean, that's like the biological women fighting the men at the Olympics in boxing. I mean, it's going to be ugly.
I don't know, man. See, I put my wager on Kamala on that one, not because I'm rooting for her, just because of the prosecutor mentality, right? Like, I mean, he's a convicted felon, and she's a prosecutor.
Epic, I've concluded that your contempt for Trump exceeds your love for America. That's my conclusion.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I do.
I get it. Like, I get your position. I just don't get it in context to this. It's like the Irish grandmothers.
I said it.
Shaking her fist at those filthy Protestants.
But the prosecutor versus a convict, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's got the high ground to operate from, right? And that's the way I look at it. Like, and she's good at it, right? She has years of being a prosecutor, years of being an attorney general, and that's kind of her thing. I mean, so I don't know. That might not go well.
Epic, have you heard this woman speak
exactly
about
something? I've heard.
I've
heard a couple of wandering speeches
about in public. You know that when she starts speaking, she started speaking because the words are coming out and the sounds are being made, and therefore we know that she's speaking.
Something because like that, yes.
I think Billy Ray Valentine's about to call in.
The one that got me from her was when she was talking about time. Did you hear that speech? But in the thing about time,
this show can never embrace what can be if you don't let go of what has been.
I know it's the monkey trap.
The microcosm is being held back from what it can be because you can't let go of what it has been. Epic.
I know.
Have you heard this woman, Epic?
I know.
Yeah, I have. Really say the time Trump speech she gave was a funny one.
It's the monkey trap.
So they're trying to make him look like a brute now. They're actually sending her in there, thinking he's really going to be rough with her and do himself in and show people the New York thug he really is.
Hopefully, he won't say anything about grabbing people by the pussy. That would not be
wise on his part. She will though.
No, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, she's going to prosecute him. That's the way she's going to look at it. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to that.
She's going to bring it up right when he gets there. You better not try to grab me by the pussy.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's kind of where I think she's going to go. We'll see.
Did you see the other day where she was faking the Georgia accent?
I saw the.
I saw
had
Trump.
Megan Thee
I saw
Stallion
Trump.
with her.
I saw Trump say he didn't know she was black until the other day. Must have been the
Well,
same
you know,
day.
All of a sudden, we always knew this Indian prosecutor in Chicago, and then one day she's black. All of a sudden,
So she
well,
went to
you know,
Howard
she was
University.
on a cooking show
She had
about 2
a-
weeks ago.
she had some jerk chicken and converted.
Jerk chicken.
She was on a cooking show about 2 weeks ago, where the woman specifically asked her, "So you're Indian, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm Indian. I'm Indian." Like she said it like 3 times.
Listen, she has the right to be whoever she wants to be in any given moment. So if you need her to be Indian, dude, she's Indian. If you need her to be black, well, she's black. And if you need her to be white, well, she's white too. Or whatever. But listen.
She's Aunt Jemima Singh is what she is. Aunt Jemima Singh.
Listen to this. I
Irish.
have a
She's
big
Irish.
announcement. There's a
She
big
was
announcement. Big announcement coming over the wire right now.
Live, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Coming at
That's
you.
right. It was 1970 when a spark of inspiration became Aerosmith. Aerosmith is now retired. Aerosmith has called it quits. There will be no more shows.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Sweet emotion.
It says, they say, you want me to read the goodbye? We've always...
How old is Mrs. Tyler now?
I don't know.
I thought I saw her the other day, actually, or him, the other day, like literally yesterday, walking on the highway on the way to Kahului on the road
he's
between
walking.
there and yeah, walking.
He's there.
It was just some beach bum epic.
So we've
No,
always...
he does that. He lives there, so he's
So
seen
I know you got some chatter there to go, but let me we let this statement here roll. All right?
You bet.
Okay. It's been an honor of our lives to have our music become part of yours in every club, every massive tour, moments of grand and private. You've given us a place that in this soundtrack of your lives. We've always wanted to blow your minds while performing. As you know, Steven's voice is an instrument like no other. He has spent months tirelessly working on getting his voice to where it was before the injury. We've seen him struggling despite having his best medical team by his side. Sadly, it is clear that a full recovery from his vocal injury is not possible. We have made this heartbreaking and difficult but necessary decision as a band of brothers to retire from the touring stage. We are grateful beyond words for everyone who has pumped to get on the road with us one last time. We're grateful to our expert crew, our incredible team, and the thousands of talented people who have made historic runs possible. A final thank you to you, the best fans of the planet Earth. Play our music loud and now always dream on. You made our dreams come true, and you did. Definitely got a rat story in a minute. That's why I played Rats in the Cellar. Here's Aerosmith, Dream On. One of the best bands I've ever seen. Live. They were the best. Really. Rio. Epic. Bruce.
Oh yeah, man. Testify.
Every time that I look in the mirror, all these lines in my face getting clearer. The past is gone. It went by like dusk to dawn. And
So if you're listening to this in the replay and you're wondering why we're talking about Aerosmith, it's because we just played 2 Aerosmith songs. Because I'm probably going to have to cut that out. But that's fine. And I don't mind because you heard it live. And don't forget, it's in the archives at Revolution Radio, which are free. Come on down and become supporters. You know, it's listener-supported radio. And it has been for a long, long time. Keep it going. Come on down. 48 hours a day, Studio A, Studio B. Something's always going on. Don't miss it. You know, like I said, what about if it all goes away? Hey, so listen, you guys. I'm coming out this morning at my house, and there's like there's a door. There's a back door, and it's got glass panes on it, sort of like a French door. It's got a piece of wood that goes up the middle and supporting, you know, members going across and glass in the middle. I come walking out, and I fucking see this rat bounce off my door and land on the ground, and then jump onto this fucking piece of wood that was on the center of the door where the glass were in between the glass, and it fucking climbed up this. It ran up this thing. This piece of wood, and it was like standing up at the top of my door on the outside of the door. I was about to walk out for work. It's like 5 a.m. And I see the thing up on the door, but I hit the door with my fist, and the rat flew off the back door and, like, you know, landed on its side and then ran off. I couldn't get my pellet gun fast enough, Rio, but I'll just say this. I mean, it freaked me out. What's up with these vermin? Bruce, I mean...
Jimmy, I don't think you could get a good reading on that. That's a bad sign, no matter how you look at it, Jimmy.
That's what I'm saying.
A rat in the morning.
That's what I mean. First thing in the morning, bouncing off the door.
It's over the top of the door. That's a bad sign. That's like the shadow people thing, right?
They've been watched. But
that's what I mean.
They're under surveillance.
It's terrifying.
Occult surveillance, Jimmy.
Dude, what if that wasn't even really a rat? What if it was a drone?
I don't know.
It's like a drone rat.
Let me know if it escalates to a murder.
So when Dingo or whatever they
hold
call
on,
it, right?
Bruce.
What do they call that?
Hold on, Bruce. Hold on, Bruce is saying important shit.
When you get to a murder of crows, I'll step in, Jimmy. But you're okay till then.
I know. I'm just saying this rat situation is, you know, out of control. You know, I don't know.
So, the environment I live in is so articulate, it tells you everything that's going on. Like, everyone that comes here and stays with me gets kind of an energy reading by this place. And I know it sounds superstitious. I know I sound like an idiot now, but I mean, I'm telling you, man, like, so when John was up here, it was like three snakes I had to kill in 1 week and a scorpion, all on the front patio.
Mm-hmm.
This is after 7 years of living up here and killing. When you see stuff like that, and then other stuff happened when Bob was here, you just like, there's no good read on a rat over your doorframe, Jimmy. I can't put a good spin on that for you. Sorry.
I know, man. I just, what do you do at that point?
I would pray.
You get the pellet gun out.
Yeah, that's what I did. I got my rat zapper out, threw some Ritz crackers in it. There it is. Pretty soon.
Rat zappers rule. Yep.
Pretty soon.
My rats are so big they're like mongooses, so
see?
They can't fit in the trap anymore.
Now, Bruce,
I'd be smudging and laying some salt circles around if I were you, Jimmy.
Are you serious, man? Or are you just busting my chops?
Just kind of busting your chops.
You're
but,
halfway.
I mean, a rat.
It's the over the door. It's the over the doorway thing. That's the thing. Yeah.
So yeah, there's certain things in the natural order that can be hijacked, okay, by certain spiritual principalities, and so, you know, like vermin like that is very susceptible to negative principalities.
Well, you know what, man?
That's what I'm telling you.
I would agree with you, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there. You know, all of a sudden when I start talking about cognitive liberty, next thing I know, I got a rat fucking running up the center of my door. How do you run up a rat? I mean, I'm serious, man. It was completely vertical. It just somehow it got on this piece of wood on the center part of the door and ran up there. And it was hanging up there. And I just went boom, and I hit the door with my fist, and the fucker flew, and it flew off. landed on its side and scampered away.
Yeah.
Like I said, by the time I got my pellet gun, it was long gone. But I don't know, man. These rats, it's the same thing in New York. Isn't it, Rio? There's rats everywhere. What is it with the
in
vermin?
the city, yeah. I mean,
A place in the Big Island, yeah.
And
I have the rat alternatives here. I have squirrels and chipmunks and field mice, but no rats really.
But seriously though, but Epic does have them over there, don't you?
No, they
Epic?
carry a grudge too, man. Like, so if you get one and they get away, they'll poop in your bed.
Yeah.
They'll like piss on everything. They'll come try to bite you in your sleep, take a chunk out of you.
So wait a minute. What you're telling me is rats are pissing and shitting in your bed?
If they get away, yeah.
It can happen, Jimmy.
That's way worse than any climbing up the vertical door. I mean, a rat coming back to piss in your bed.
So check this out. So I caught one in a trap. It was my last time I used to glue trap. I don't use glue traps anymore. There was this big female. I mean, big. It's like it's 2 feet long, right? And I had my drumstick. It was to grab. I tried to grab my drumstick and wail it on the head to kill it, but it got off the trap right as I came down towards his head, and it hit it in the back hip. And for like 6 months, that thing would wander in the house with its hunchback, where I hit it with a drumstick and just chewing up all my stuff. And
he's sitting there
all over the place. And,
he's sitting there in his Hawaiian shirt with his $300 sunglasses, laying back in a hammock, playing his ukulele, and he sees this weird shadow of a hunchback rat going across the wall.
Yeah, well, I heard the noise in my room. I was in the living room. It was in the back room. I think I got the rat in there. One of them, right? And I run back there, grab my drum kit was downstairs. My drumsticks were upstairs, and I grabbed the drum stick because I knew what else I'd grab. I go in there, try to whack the thing. Yeah, it ended up breaking its hip or whatever.
Well, see, that's the thing.
It got away.
You
right?
just need to shoot him, Epic. You can't like let him get away.
I didn't have my 45 handy at my side. My
they got these. They got these.
There, but
Well, I wouldn't be discharging the 45 in the house either. I mean, that's what the pellet gun is for.
Listen, they got machine gun CO2 BB guns.
Oh, they're badass. The machine gun BB guns.
Yeah, they have them at Walmart. You can just
awesome.
get them at Walmart.
Elephant.
And you can just sit there and go.
The windows left in the house, but they're cool.
Listen, we're on the radio, and it's too bad I can't show you. But if you want to go, if you're listening, and you want to go see what I'm talking about, just go on there and type in "night hunt rats, Texas." You'll see these dudes with these high-powered CO2 rifles and these lasers, and they go in the barn at night, and they got night vision on. They just go in there, and there's rats.
Guy, right?
I'm telling you, there's thousands of these rats just running all over in these barns. Seriously.
They're perched like a assassin's position up in the loft, right? Looking out the window. I've seen that one. The Mink Man Carter. That's the other channel I got to check out. The guy has his pet minks he raises, and he has his dog catch them. So the mink goes in and chases out of the hole in broad daylight, and then the dog gets them to come out. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Everyone,
not as cool as shooting them and getting rid of them.
Everyone hates rats. People love minks.
Yeah, minks are really mean normally. Yeah.
At least they're fur.
Yeah, remember these people? Remember women used to walk around with the mink, and it still had the head and everything, the hands and the arms be hanging there, the head.
The whole dead mink just kind of
on
wrapped
both sides.
around their neck.
You got
like
one.
Pet Detective, right? When he grabs the guy and walks around with him.
No, seriously, these rats got to go. But I wouldn't mind. I'd actually we should.
Like Netanyahu.
We should
gotta go.
Dude, we should contact Rat Zapper and see if they want to sponsor the show, because let me tell you something.
I'm telling you,
it's the best way to go. You know what I mean?
Oh, and it works. It's great when the mice.
It's the Tesla.
The rats are not too big. It's big. They still kill them in there without pissing them off. It works great because they're dead. Just empty in the trash can or whatever.
Yeah.
You're good to go. It's clean. It's nice.
That's it.
I actually grabbed one of those where the bottom insulation cover was off because of the cheaper version, and zapped the hell out of myself. So I can tell you, it does hurt. It does hurt. So
yeah,
be careful of that.
It doesn't hurt so bad you piss yourself.
No, not like the rat in your bed or trying to gnaw your toe or something. My nephew got bit on the nose, dude. One of them came in, not at my place, at his place in Anza, California.
The rat.
Same kind of thing. Pissed it off. That rat came in, snuck in the middle of the night while he was sleeping, and took a chunk out of his nose, man.
Jeez.
The Rat Chronicles tonight here on Into the Microcosm. You know, it's just you can't. The thing is like what's going on right in this minute is really literally. Have you ever seen this amount of news just coming in constantly?
No, Jimmy, it's a torrent, man. It's a torrent. You can't keep up. You can't stay emotionally connected, which is why I pulled out. Right? You can't. As much as people think they can, you can't stay emotionally connected through this. You'll get PTSD, man. I mean, we're basically all minus the visceral sounds and sights and smells of actual combat. The news cycle now could genuinely, and I'm not trying to sound soft and make Gen Z people feel comfortable, but you could get PTSD, man. Like, I mean, there's a lot of shit going on now.
There is.
I remember when we were growing up, there was just the threat of nuclear war with Russia. That was it. And then you got used to that, and you forgot all about it, and you just went on with your life.
Yeah, and then the wall came down. You didn't even have that to worry about. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Now you do all of a sudden. You're back to having to worry. The thing is, man, look, the military-industrial complex, they make money off old-style war. They don't make as much money off terrorism. You know what I mean? There needs to be tanks and shit getting blown up and this and that, missiles being fired.
Big-ticket items, yeah.
Yeah, you need an enemy. And the thing is, with terrorism, the enemy's, spread out. Over here, over there. And that.
They got AK-47s, doesn't justify it at 15.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So the thing is like, you need a big enemy to really ramp up the industrial complex of all industrial complexes. Looks like, I mean, there Bill Gates and the WHO. No, it was the Food and Drug Administration were saying that they think the military should be used to round up people who refuse the mRNA bird flu vaccine. Did you see this?
What?
I saw the article. I haven't validated it yet because it sounded too ridiculous. I saw the headline with the photo, on the headline for article, and I'm like, that can't be real. And I didn't get a chance to read it because I was busy at work. But if it's true, come on, man. First of all,
the thing
how many people have died of bird flu so far?
Well, the thing is they're doing an exercise right now on bird flu. It's either right now or coming up in the next couple weeks. I don't know. Look it up. Look it up right now. They're doing a tabletop exercise on the bird flu right now.
We're gonna have C-25 coming soon to a theater near you.
Remember, H1N1 was this bird flu, right? Was a big threat during the Bush administration, before the 9/11 thing. So before 9/11 happened, that was like the big thing, right?
Yeah, and they screwed that up too, right?
Yeah. Then it's okay. Then we're fighting the terrorists, so we're good, I guess, for a while. I hate to put it that way, but to talk about ramping up the military-industrial complex, I mean, that's true. You have a good excuse to rebuild all those, replenish our stock of Tomahawk missiles and bombs and airplanes.
They're getting ready. Listen, whatever happened when Netanyahu's there, they got the go-ahead to go against Hezbollah.
He bailed in a heartbeat, didn't he? Right in the middle of stuff.
Boom. I was just like, boom. And then now I'm just waiting for the missiles to fly. Seriously. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Across the board, whatever your taste is, the psychics and astrologers and numerologists are all saying this month, and basically
it's always September 9th.
No, they're saying this in the next 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks, man. And I think it's like the 15th, and Mercury goes into retrograde on Monday. Okay, and there's some moon tomorrow coming up. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit going on. And I mean, normally I really wouldn't pay it much. I mean, I don't go out and searching for it, but this particular woman goes on a show that I listen to, and she goes on there every month. So I hear her here and there. I hear her, when she comes on there. And this month, she's going berserk. Literally, she sat there and she went out on a limb, because typically when you're doing predictions or you're doing astrology or whatever, you don't tell people to do anything specifically, because you don't know what's gonna happen, if it's gonna happen or it's not. If you start making statements and telling people like, "Hey, man,
it's gonna happen," yeah.
No, that you start saying, "Hey, if I were you, I wouldn't have any cash in the bank." Shit like that. If I were you, I wouldn't have any cash in the bank. If I were you. And she said it a bunch of times, and she gave a bunch of reasons why, and she leaned up all the astronomical lineups and things that have been going on. And she says there's a period of time where people lose their heads for some reason, and she was saying to watch out for drivers that are when you're driving, be careful, because people are going to be out of their minds. And she didn't say why this was an out of your minds because of the astrological situation, but she was also adding to it, maybe they're out of their minds because they lost all their money in the bank.
Well, they're out of their minds on the highway now.
I was going to say, right?
No,
the driving situation here is getting tenser and tenser.
Yeah, well, all I know is you better get some gold, man. That's all I'm saying. You better have some gold and some silver.
In the immediate vicinity, like the next couple weeks to month, I mean, there is something that's happened. Either Iran already has or is about to have their first nuclear weapon. That's a fact, right? As far as we can tell, by all the intelligence, everybody's saying they already have it, or they're going to, right? So now you look at Israel looking for an excuse to start stuff with Iran, right? To go ahead and take out those weapons on their own because they feel they're going to use them on them. You can see that
it's lining up, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if something happens this weekend. I'm telling you. And the thing is, man, is look at
Jimmy.
Huh?
Bold words, man. Bold words.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, it could go down.
That's
Nobody's
what I mean.
saying it couldn't. It could go down.
Yeah, no, it could happen any given second. Because I mean,
any second.
Literally.
I don't.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is the economy is not going to collapse until after the election, the beginning of next year.
I was going to say, like,
you're not my stockbroker. So
you can have Trump oversee the bankruptcy if he's in, right?
Yeah, we said that last.
And then
time.
you can blame him for it too.
No,
it's perfect.
We said that last time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. The point is, it doesn't matter.
It's
the
coming.
Stock market will crash when the stock market will crash, and it doesn't matter what you or I think about it. But one of the big key indicators is the minute that the minute that this stuff starts happening in the Middle East, all of a sudden, after Netanyahu is here, and then all of a sudden the stock markets, they kill that guy. There's some missiles fly, and now the stock market's going down today, substantially, from what I understand. I haven't looked at exactly what it is. The number.
Yeah, it's down under. It's 39 something now. It cracked back the other way from. It's down 600 points, something like that. Not 666, thank goodness. Yeah, but I mean, we were talking about what to Bruce's point. I think he's right about this. There's a part of me that makes me think.
$2.8 trillion was lost in the stock market.
We could ignore the news till December and just turn up and see what happened while we're gone, right? See how it looks. Because right now, things are so intense and happening so fast in such rapid succession that it is a PTSD creating moment. There's so much going on. There's so much happening so fast, nobody can possibly take it all in, And it's like, if we just ignore it in a way, I'm not saying put your head in the sand, but it'd be a good time to go on a long camping trip or sailing trip around the world or something. Just show up in December and see what happened,
Yeah, you might show up and there's nothing there but a bunch of primitives.
Be like
books
on the beach, right? On the beach.
Yeah, using books to bake bread.
Right, for fuel. Right.
It's like that. It's like that song from the 70s, right? A piece of bread will buy a bag of gold.
Well, All I know is if by now, if people haven't already, concluded that there's a necessary reason to have a plan in case something happens. Because literally, I mean, it's all talk and everything, and it's all this and that. But when the rubber meets the road, like literally when shit is not there, everything's quiet. The power's not on. There's no phone calling. There's no cell phones. There's no nothing, man. You're just sitting there, and you know what?
You're living in Maui from a year ago. Yep.
Well, here's the other thing too: is when they go into the emergency communication system, they turn everything off immediately. So there is nothing until you only get the information as it comes from the appropriate sources. There is you're not surfing the internet. So, what does it mean? I don't know. Do you have Epic? Do you have? Does your employer supply you with a satellite phone?
Yeah. Yeah. I got Starlink and I got satellite stuff, and I got because we had the fire, right? We got all kinds of stuff.
Do you have a dongle for your cell phone that turns it into a satellite phone?
Not for my personal cell phone. I got a satellite phone though.
Bruce, do you have a dongle that turns your phone into a satellite phone? No, Bruce doesn't have a dongle. What about you?
What are you saying, man? That Olympian had a dongle.
What about you?
I don't have a dongle.
You don't have a dongle, do you? I don't have a dongle.
No, but I have a radio license, so.
Yeah, but
I will be on the AM.
iPhone 15 has a sat phone built in, right?
For 911,
emergency.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, so you're all set then, Bruce, right? See, Bruce is the
I have a 13, but yeah.
Bruce is going to be the last man standing.
Well, you know what we did.
Bruce is the last.
And you can do it there too. Is you can use your Starlink as satellite Wi-Fi for use it as internet Wi-Fi. So when cell towers are down, you can still make calls. So Starlink's up, you're good.
Yeah. I find that hard to believe because Elon Musk turned it off over there. And so what makes you think they're not going to?
Got our Starlink set up.
But
what about that Venezuela?
But what about
during the fire? We got our Starlink a couple weeks later.
But if the emergency communication system goes on, does that mean the satellites go out for everybody?
No. It just means that it's going out over the airwaves.
How do you know?
So,
have you ever had a satellite? Have you ever had an emergency situation happen where they did what they do when an emergency situation happens and they cut it off? No, you haven't, because there's never been satellites before, has there? But no, he can turn them off though, can he? Because he can turn your car on.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
All right,
that is the other side of that, right? That's why the military is trying to get control.
Well, when they want you to, when there's something goes on and they want a total communication blackout, but when you're under martial law, there is no communication except from the government, right? So that's an interesting question to ask. I don't know if it's been answered or anyone's even asked it before. But what does happen to satellite? How could they stop it? How could they stop it? There must be. Listen to me. There's no way you're walking around with a satellite phone unless there's some way they could stop it. But they gave they gave satellite phones to every member of Congress and the Senate. 9 months ago, I think it was, or a year ago. So obviously, there's no way that, can someone else, can an enemy jam satellite signal up a German?
Yes. Just like in any kind of electronic warfare. Yep, 100%. And we'd all talk about EMPs, electromagnetic pulses, and stuff like that. But you can definitely put a dampening field over an area, so it works for everybody else except for the people in that area, and that's totally possible. You can fly a EA-18 Growler. It's an F-18 variant, and do that over city if you wanted to.
Okay, so the thing is that what if these people, these astrologers what they're seeing, the crash that happens real? What if that's a hack?
Could be.
What if that's a hack that happens?
Yeah.
Because you see what I mean, Bruce? I don't know, man. Everybody's on edge, even the rats. Hey, just to put it, in perspective, I did see some footage of a Chinese soldier who came up out of the lagoon from underwater, and he had a drone in his hand, looked just like a bird, Rio, and he threw it up in the air, and it flew away. It looked just like a bird. It's flying around.
Birds are not real, Jimmy.
This bird really wasn't real. It was a drone. It flew like a bird.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I've seen the DARPA insects too. They got little camera things that look like spiders crawl around on 8 legs. I mean, it's not really far fetched.
Man, there's so much stuff going on. Hey, I think Trump's going to drain the swamp and lock up Hillary in 2 weeks, from what I see. Crumbing across the wire.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I don't think it'll happen, but I'd love to see it.
All right, well, listen. They're saying that there's, this clairvoyant Baba Vanga. You know what I'm talking about? They're
Baba Yaga?
Yeah,
whatever.
Baba Vanga. Yeah, saying there's a new pandemic 2.0 coming up. See? Everybody's got these predictions going. Look at it. It's nonstop.
Well, right. I mean, anybody who reads the signs knows there's another pandemic coming up. I mean, they've been talking about it openly for the last 2 years.
Listen, we're coming up on the break. Why don't you look up that tabletop exercise is going on? I'll tell you what, Epic Journeyman, you look up the tabletop exercise, Rock and Rio, why don't you get that Trump at the Black Lady Conference? So I want to hear I want to hear the verbatims. You know, maybe you can go some organic Sharpton on it. I don't know. It's Revolution Radio. We'll be right back. Don't forget, become supporters. Send the Microcosm, freeworld.fm. We're over on YouTube and in the Microcosm GBG. And come on over. There's about 70 people in the chat room. All right. Gonna be right back.
freedomslips.com, and we'll be right back after this message.
Hey everyone, it's Barbara Jean Lindsay, the Cosmic Oracle. If you have questions about your past lives or future plans, need answers from the cosmos about your love life or career, or just want to keep your finger on the pulse of the planet, check out my show, The Cosmic Oracle, here on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com.
Did you ever feel that things were not quite right? That everything was just ever so slightly askew?
Do you have, to paraphrase Morpheus, a splinter in your mind?
If you're interested in hearing the latest information about UFOs, the paranormal,
ancient cultures and structures,
monatomic elements,
longevity,
fantastic discoveries in science,
downloaded to your brain,
then tune into us. Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Mackie. And we are Shiny Side Out, Sundays 2 to 4 a.m. Eastern. See you then.
Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com. You don't need to expect us. We're already here.
The Secret Kindergarten is here for the young children of the world. The best program on the radio for kids. Dealing with the most important topics in the whole universe. Fairy tales, music and movement, numbers, plants, animals, fun, colors, insects. Take care and cast your ears out to catch a story from the world of other young things. Reach out, up, under, and over. Sing a song. Talk about feelings. Just remember the magic word. The magic word is no. Step on into the Secret Kindergarten. Saturdays, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on Revolution Radio.
Check in every Thursday night for the Crypt Rick and Jonathan Show. Studio A, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here at the #1 listener-supported radio station, Revolution Radio.
Join me at Revolution Radio, Studio B, at 11 a.m. on Saturday for Free Association, when we take a look at philosophy, spirituality, psychology, social issues, and geopolitics. It's every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern on Studio B at freedomslips.com.
I want to thank everybody for listening to Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com, the one place where information never sleeps. Revolution Radio.
All right, let's show them what we got.
All right, thanks for listening while we took that short break here at Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com. And now we're going to get back to your host.
As the 21st century began, human evolution was at a turning point. Natural selection, the process by which the strongest, the smartest, the fastest reproduced in greater numbers than the rest, a process which had once favored the noblest traits of man, now began to favor different traits. Most science fiction of the day predicted a future that was more civilized and more intelligent. But as time went on, things
a lot of controversy lately, and I want to read you a few things that he has said in the past. He said the Democrats running the country are a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. He's not talking here about how great it is to be a parent. He's attacking what he says are the choices people are making to not have children. Did you know that he had these views about people who do not have children before you picked him to be your running mate, and do you agree with him?
No, I know this. He is very family-oriented, and he thinks family...
How did this happen? Evolution does not necessarily reward intelligence. With no natural predators to thin the herd, it began to simply reward those who reproduced the most and left the intelligent.
It's Friday night, hour number 2. Mom's Jimmy. Revolution Radio. Rocking on TalkStream Live. freeworld.fm, and the Independent Broadcast Network. So now, are they running the table talk exercise as we speak? I don't know. Epic Journeyman's supposed to be looking. We'll see. I don't know. I have my doubts. I think he might have been out checking the perimeter. Rocket Rio, are you there?
I am here, but I'm in the process of talking to work right now, so I'm going to have to take off, it looks like.
You got to go to work?
Yep.
There he goes.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right, well, maybe we'll still be here. Hopefully it's not an emergency.
Well, it's an emergency. I wouldn't be going, but yeah, I'll be back.
I mean a serious emergency where you won't come back.
Right, yeah, not that. Hopefully not.
All right, well, hopefully you come back. There he goes. Rocket Rio, are you there?
I am.
I think Bruce left. He was only hanging for the first hour, so now he's gone. It's just me and you, Jack. Because Epic Journeyman hit the road, Jack, and maybe he ain't coming back no more.
Epic Journeyman vanished too?
Yeah, he just left. He's gone. Just like that. He's like the wind. He's here, then he's there. No,
did he say he was leaving, or did he just vanish?
He just said he was leaving because he got called in to work. Emergency.
Oh.
So hopefully he'll be all right. Our prayers are going out to you, Epic Journeyman. Godspeed, dude. What does that? What does that even mean?
I was chasing down the Trump thing,
dude. Why do people even say that? Godspeed. What does that mean? Do you know what it means? What the fuck does it mean? Godspeed.
Run like the wind, Jimmy.
No, I'm serious. What does it mean? Somebody in the chat, what does Godspeed mean? What does it mean when you say that? Godspeed. It's like, yeah, I'm going to the moon. I'm sitting on 10 million gallons of rocket fuel, Bruce. I'm going to the moon. Why do people say Godspeed? Do you guys hear this noise? In the background, it's literally like scurrying. It's like nails scurrying across the wood floor. It's like I'm in a horror movie.
Is it the rats, Jimmy?
It is, dude. I'm in a horror movie. You remember that movie with starring Michael Jackson? Ben? His rat friend? You remember that shit?
Yeah.
No, I don't mean to come back to the rats, but Bruce, seriously, what's going on around here? I just heard some Jaws music or something. What was that?
It sounded like a lightsaber.
Yeah, that sounded like a lightsaber to me, too.
It did. What was that? Where'd that come from?
Well, it was you, I think, Jimmy.
It was not me. My hands were nowhere near anything. It's definitely not me, I swear to God. Anyways, why do people say Godspeed? That was what the question was. Godspeed. You just go, yeah, I'm going out to paint the bottom of the bridge, and I'm going to hang off this little 1/4-inch rope and try to paint the bottom of the Golden Gate Bridge. Godspeed, Jimmy. Godspeed. What does it mean? Somebody type it in. Somebody tell me what it means. I gotta know now. They always say it to people right before they're about to do some stupid shit where they're about to die. Godspeed.
According to the grammarist, Godspeed can be used as a noun or an interjection and originates from the expression, God prosper you. It is meant to wish a person good luck or success in a new venture or upon their departure on a journey.
Why don't they just say good luck?
It is an old phrase first documented as a variation in a poem from the 1300s. Speed, or spade, S-P-E-D-E, meant to hasten. So it's like saying God bless you on your journey.
Why don't you just say God bless you?
Because that's what we say when we sneeze, I guess.
Godspeed. I'm gonna start saying Godspeed when people sneeze. Godspeed. Does that offend? When you say Godspeed, is that offensive to any religions, or does everybody call their maker God?
Well, it's not speed as in SPEED. It's speed as SPEDE.
Ah, I see. Well, none are so blind as those who will not see, eh, Bruce? None are so deaf as those
will not see, Jimmy. Will not see.
No matter what you do, you can shine the light in the darkest crack of humanity.
They don't want to see Jimmy.
No, they don't. But who does? I mean, I'd much rather be kicking it old school somewhere in a hammock with my Hawaiian shirt on, watching a shadow of a rat with a hunchback going across the lawn. I heard it again. See? It's just coming out of nowhere. Like a Cinderella story.
Maybe you should use that lightsaber on the rats.
Listen, dude, let me ask you this question. What happened last week with the Bill celebration? Now, Rocket Rio worked with a blues artist, and the other day was his anniversary gig that they do every year for him.
Yeah.
That you're not part of anymore. They took it over out of you, away from you.
Well, I kind of backed out in some respect. And
Godspeed.
There you go. Yeah. Kind of just laid it in other people's hands, and it's evolved over time. But I just show up and play rock star for an hour now.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
Pretty much it.
Wear your sunglasses, walk around.
And put my fedora and my shades on.
You got a fedora on? Oh, I got to see you got to send me a picture of that, Jack. All right, listen. Did you really get the Trump National Black Ladies Press Conference or whatever this is? I don't know.
I did. Yes, I got the.
All right, now
National Association of Black Journalists.
Okay, now let me ask you this question. Now, are there bullet points that are put together, or is this the whole kit and caboodle 35 minutes, or is this
the whole? Well, what I got was the whole thing.
All right, so how do you dig into it? Does it get started? I didn't watch it, honestly. I didn't see it. I just heard about it from my ma. She relayed it to me. And then I heard about it from people talking about it, but I never actually heard the sarcasms or the barbed comments.
Well, thanks to the technology on an alternate streaming platform from YouTube that doesn't allow downloads, the other one does, and I got the whole thing within a matter of seconds. It was amazing.
Instantly. Well, listen, we were on page 1, number 8. Now we bumped down to number 10. But we're still up there in the top 10, Bruce. And that's always good because we're about to get into some very serious information because I have for some reason, I have a gut instinct about this one. I think we're going to hear something in these questioners, as well as both the questioners and Trump.
Trust your gut, Jimmy. Trust your gut.
Well, I
Godspeed.
I quickly, for a few seconds, and I already heard, like, Satan will empower, blah, blah, blah.
Godspeed, Rito. Godspeed.
That was just in the introduction.
All right, well, why don't you let us hear a little bit of the introduction. But don't make me sit here and listen, while I'm young, all right? Don't give us 10 minutes of it, but, give us something.
All right, here you go.
Mic's on? Hear me? There we go. Test.
Now let's skip that part.
Is that what they're saying? Thank you, say.
Well, that's like the woman comes out and she talks, and I can play that. Here. Hang on a second. Here we go.
Decades-long tradition during election years of inviting journalists to discuss the policies and their impact with the candidates who are running for president, and the impact of those policies, especially in Black communities. Former Presidents George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Bill Clinton have attended the NABJ conventions either as presidents or as presidential candidates in past years. NABJ is currently in conversation with Vice President Kamala Harris's team to schedule a Q&A either in person or virtually in September.
Hold it there for a second. Now let me ask you this question. I don't see this person. I'm only hearing it through what you're playing.
Okay.
Is this person a black person or a white person? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Let me see.
So is everyone here? Is everyone here?
I just had the audio there. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Is everyone here black, or is Trump's the only white? Trump's the only white person.
Yeah, Trump's the only white guy.
So is Trump representing white people?
I guess.
Okay.
There's three black women that are going to be interrogating him.
Or at least a segment of it.
Uh-oh.
All
right, at least a segment of it, anyways.
They're gonna be like The View.
No, these are super intelligent ladies, but they're they get pissed. They got an axe to grind, Bruce. They got an axe to grind.
They emotional.
You know, it's an emotional situation. Things have been internalized and emotionalized, I think, over the years about Trump. That's why they call it Trump derangement syndrome. I'm not saying these ladies have it, but I'm just saying some people do. It's a sickness, from what I understand, bro.
Terrible sickness, Jimmy.
I know. That's the thing is, you gotta. We were talking about the monkey trap. You know what the monkey trap is, right? Is where a monkey puts his hand in the jar and he can't get it out because he won't let go of the nut.
The monkey jar.
He's got to let go of the nut in order to get his hand out, but he won't. The monkey won't let go. He'll stay there until he becomes monkey soup, and then monkey pie, and then monkey poop. Okay, go ahead, Bruce. Rock and reel.
This is the first question here.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. President, we so appreciate you giving us an hour of your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
She's pretty harsh, huh?
I have to say that's a bit. I mean, that's coming right out of the. That's coming right out of the box, Bruce.
Yeah, coming right out the gate. That's like
not how you doing.
Didn't even say, "Hey, Mr. President, how are you?"
Well, no. How about
thank you for being here? She just went right into like trashing on him.
Yeah. How about this? Hey, Mr. President, it's really you missed a bullet the other day. Godspeed. Godspeed. But no Godspeed. No. It's all this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. And now, look at this. Well, I can't wait to hear. She's in reverse. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, you want me to reverse her?
Yeah,
or do
now
you want to hear Trump first.
Well, let's hear Trump. But now I have to hear what she says in reverse on that one. That was a long-winded, destructive statement. Question.
All right.
Last statement. Go ahead.
Here's Trump's response to it.
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. The first question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much, and and I say this, historically black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke. And I saved them, and I gave them long-term financing, and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here, and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom, and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something
Mr.
was
President,
wrong.
I would love
I think
if you
it's
can
a
answer
very
the question
nasty
on your rhetoric
question.
and why you
I have
believe that
answered
black
the
voters
question.
should trust you with another
I
4
have
years.
been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act.
For you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work in such a hostile manner, I think it's a disgrace. I really do.
Oh, man.
He's the Mashiach, Jimmy. He's
pulled her right
he's
out. You're a disgrace.
He's the Jewish Frank Castle, the Punisher. He's the Mashiach, Jimmy.
Jeez.
Mashiach is coming.
All right, Rock and Rio, are you going to organic chef this thing?
Yeah, let's organic sharp it. Let's start with her.
Maybe Kamala will pick Sharpton as her vice president choice. Al Sharpton for VP. What do you think? No? I don't know.
He might be too black for her.
What was that? I heard somebody putting up that girl Dolans, Rachel Dolans.
I don't know.
Do you remember her? Look her up. You'll bust your ass laughing. Go ahead. All right, listen. Rockery, I'm trying to give you a few minutes to get your stuff in position.
No, we're just going organic here, so.
All right.
Whatever it is.
Okay, go ahead. I'll see if I can find a picture of Rachel Dolans.
All right.
After you have used language like that.
Okay.
For you.
At the end of that, I heard her say, "We shall serve the show."
Why should black voters trust you? Why should black voters trust you?
Something about the show.
You've had dinner with the white supremacist. Sis.
That one is David. Something about David.
You've had dinner with the white supremacists at your Mar-a-Lago resort.
It's alarming. The system is.
The one is dead.
The one is dead. So.
Sis here,
I heard something about shout at the masters and on all cylinders now.
Attack black journalists.
Calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist.
Let's do that a little slower.
Sis here,
it says here something.
The
shout at the masters. We'll get him on all cylinders now. It has to be. I don't know what that. She's not very coherent in reverse.
Testify.
There was we're gonna call her, who were American citizens to go back to where they.
Okay, I heard citizens criminal.
Yeah, there was citizens criminal who were.
Right, they're citizens criminal.
We're
lock them in falsely. So maybe that's referring to the last January situation.
It's that I need to honor with them, yes. I'll book our minister he can.
I heard this. That was a good one.
Bulls.
From Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. States
standing on their own.
Honor with them, yes. Saying that they were not honor with them, yes. Obama saying that them, yes.
Yes, they're a mob or something.
President Barack Obama saying that they were not honor with them, yes.
Honor with them is the mob. I work hard.
Former President Barack.
Right.
Barack Obama.
I work hard and they deserve.
Former President from Nikki Haley to former President.
They deserve to remove him from office. I don't know. She's kind of all over the place.
Yeah. You remember this? You remember this president of the NAACP chapter in Spokane, Washington, from 2014, June 2015. She resigned in the midst of the controversy over her racial identity. She was subject to public scrutiny when her parents publicly stated that she was pretending to be black but was actually white. The statement Dolenzal's parents made, Dolenzal's report to the police and local media that she had been a victim of race-related hate crimes.
Yeah, I remember that whole thing. Vaguely, but...
She falsely claimed that an African-American man was her father and that her brother was her son in an aftermath of the controversy. So this wouldn't be a very good pick for VP then for Kamala Harris, then would it, Bruce? I don't know why
it'd be a perfect pick because she's pretending to be black too.
The irony, Rio. The irony.
2 peas in a pod, right?
It's into the microcosm Friday night. Rock and Rio, are you going to continue or shall we open up these phones and let's get back to the conversation?
Yeah, let's open up the phones.
Let's open the phones up. 718-618-9905. Give us a call. Let us hear what you think about what's going on around
Bring
here.
it in.
Bring it in. Bring it tight in. Come on, bring it together, everybody. Yeah. What's her face? Man, I mean, the scandals that used to happen. I'm hearing a small plane coming over to ready to drop the cocaine. Hold on a second. Yeah, no, that's how they used to do it. They had a thing that looked like a keg, like an aluminum beer keg that's screwed together. And they put the cocaine in there, and they fly in under the radar in those small planes like you hear going over now.
Reverend Horton Heat had a song about bales of cocaine falling from a plane.
Low tree flyer.
Low flying planes, yeah.
Treetop flyer. That's a good song. Yeah, well, it was kind of cool the first time, and now it's just starting to be loud. And
what is that?
It's Bruce playing around with his lightsaber over there. He's become a... What? See, I don't even know. Bruce, are you a lightsaber wielding MFer? 718-618-9905. 718-618-9905 is the number to call if you want to talk to us tonight here on Into the Microcosm. Bruce, are you wielding a lightsaber over there? Seriously? Is that what that noise is? Or are you just taking a hit off that vape? Rock and Rio.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Now he's gone.
I think he stepped away, but he's still on the call. So.
I see. So maybe he's in there. He's just going... He's practicing his lightsaber as we speak.
Well, he heard that plane flying over. Maybe he had to go outside and pick a package, you know?
Bruce is a Jedi. Exactly. That's what Polly said in there.
Bruce is a Jedi.
718-618-9905 is the number to call. It's the
These are not the droids you seek.
No, and this is the bottom of the second hour. They're calling you a Jedi in the chat room, Bruce.
Jedi.
718-618-9905 is the number to call.
Obsessing, just as long as I can share it all with you. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, come rain, come shine. Hell and back, the beginning in between till the end of time. All that shine. Turns to oh, that's the end of the time.
718-618-9905 is the number to call if you want to get a hold of us. And if you don't, that's fine, because you know what? There's plenty to talk about around here. So seriously though, 600 points in the stock market and people are freaking out. I mean, that's not really that much, is it? They say it's $2.8 trillion. 600 points on the stock market. Does that make sense to you, Bruce?
I don't know, Jimmy.
You don't care. You trade in beads and goat's milk and snake venom. Bruce, you have a whole different monetary system on the mountain. It's like goat's milk, abaca, you know, all these things. They mean money up there. Whereas money even means money up there.
Yeah, money means money.
Money's everywhere. Money. It's not the love of money. It's the love of money, right? Like the root of all evil. It's not money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money, right? It's not bad to have money. But
that's right.
But if you wake up and there's no money in the bank because the bank's closed, then it's bad. Real bad, Bruce. Then you're sitting there and you're wagging your head back and forth while you're driving, crashing into shit. That's what they're saying is going to happen. People are going to be so distraught that they'll lose their heads.
Who's saying that?
These astrologers. They're saying the 15th and 16th of this month, and possibly between the 15th and the 19th, the shit is going to crash out, and that's it, the end. Wow. If you whatever, and they don't sell gold or any of that. You know what I mean? But they're saying when the music stops, if you're not sitting on a piece of gold, you're going to be sitting there with your finger up your ass, wondering, what you're going to have to eat, because there ain't going to be no supply chains, because everything is going to be gone, because there's not going to be anything, because that's it, the end, it's over, like that. Just pull the plug, it's gone, like that, just like that. It was there yesterday.
Holy Jimmy!
I know.
That's not a pretty picture.
No, it's terrifying. Apparently, there's three things. I mean, these bonds crashing. No one's buying bonds. There's potential for a bond default. Bruce, you've been saying they're trying to get the boomers retirement. They're going to get it. No, they're going to get it.
They want that cheddar bad, Jimmy. They want that cheddar bad.
They're getting it. They're just going to come in and whoosh.
Yeah, we've decided just to put an end to Social Security. So
what
anybody who's under 90 is going to have to go back to work.
Dude, what a better way to get rid of it than just say it crashed. Oh, whoop. Well, hey, everything crashed, but hey, don't worry. We got this new thing. It's called Fed Coin. Come on down here, scan your eyeball. Here, shove this in your eyeball in here. Let me take a picture. And then let me get some blood, and then let me scrape some skin, and let me shove this Q-tip up your nose and up into your brain and move it around. Get a sample of your DNA, put it back in this bag and send it back to the government. You know what I'm saying, Bruce? I mean,
I do, Jimmy.
if you want
it
your
ain't complicated.
no, if you want your Fed coin, that's what you're gonna have to do. And then you can go down to the nearest 15-minute city. Oh, they mean Walmart. Anywhere there's a Walmart, that's a 15-minute city. You know what I mean? You're within 15. Everybody's within 15. We should do a study. You know what? I should ask ChatGPT how many people live within 15 minutes of a Walmart and see what the answer is. I bet that's it. We didn't realize it. We found it out tonight here organically with organic discovery, Bruce. Fringe analysis. I think we found it.
I'm sure ChatGPT could tell you.
You don't think it could?
Oh, I'm sure it could.
I know it could. I'm going to do it right now. Here. Hang on. I'm going to do it right now. Stand by. Go ahead. You guys jump in here. I'm going to do it right now. 718-618-9905. Give us a call if you want. Give us a call. 718-618-9905. Rock Rio. Bruce, jump in here. Let me get this ChatGPT going.
Man. Yeah.
Bruce, you look frozen.
Am I?
No, now you're moving. But your camera did
What
some
am I
weird thing.
What am I supposed to be doing here?
You're supposed to be talking while I'm over here doing what I'm doing.
All right. Hey, there's no Epic.
Yeah, he got called into work, apparently. I missed it, too.
Holy spumoli. The Epic's gone. Well, Rio, all we can hope for now is that the MAGA king takes his throne and peace is restored in heaven and earth. What do you think?
Well,
holy shit. Hey, dude, I just figured this shit out. I just figured out this 15-minute city thing. Listen to this.
Yeah.
I asked ChatGPT, how many people live within 15 minutes of Walmart in America? It said approximately 90% of America live within 10 miles of a Walmart store. Does that not explain why they got banks and they got like a McDonald's in there and a Starbucks and all that? See?
Yeah, the only population it probably doesn't is like, out in the middle of Montana or something, right?
The proximity means that a vast majority of the U.S. population can reach a Walmart within a 15-minute drive. With over 4,600 stores in the U.S., Walmart has established a widespread presence. I'm sure they have.
Actually, surprisingly, you know where there's one place that there is no Walmarts? New York City. So there's 8 million people who are not within 10 minutes of a
Yeah, well, there's
Walmart.
10.
Now, why would
So that's
why
probably
would
the
that
10%.
Exactly.
Why would that be? Because Walmart and the city had some kind of disagreement over the property and the trucking, and the city ended up telling Walmart to go kiss off, that they're not going to allow it.
Well,
I don't remember exactly
there
what it
is.
was, but
So then basically every city is a 15-minute city, isn't it?
but there's a Walmart right across the river in New Jersey.
No matter where you live.
But you got to pay $25 to get across the bridge to go get to it.
No matter where you
when
live.
you go home anyway.
No matter where you live, it's a 15-minute city, dude. There you go. We figured it out. All you need is a Tesla and a Walmart, and you're good to go, Bruce. And some gray overalls you can wear. Everybody will wear the gray overalls, have the Tesla, back of. Actually, you don't own the Tesla. You can just ride in the back of it when you go to the 15-minute city. I mean, Walmart. Maybe they should change their name from Walmart to 15-minute city. Come on down to 15-minute city. That's right.
I call it Wally World.
We're selling pork. We got a hell of pork. We're selling bacon half price. Come on down here. 15-minute city. Come on down, boy. Get yourself some pork. Some long ham. Yeah. All right, Bruce. You got your long ham on the barbecue. Ready for some corn? Man corn. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy.
All right, listen. Walmart, New York City would destroy New York City's economy.
Now the problem is that
Jesus Christ, man.
For Walmart to have a distribution center in the city, and to be able to supply that much to what they would have to do. There's no space. There's no land for them. That's one of the bigger reasons. Walmart tried to buy up a chunk of land in Manhattan, and they said, no, you can't do it.
Maybe they should have contacted Donald. Maybe
Donald
they should
have built it.
Maybe they should. I'm just saying. Maybe Donald Trump would have floated in a barge, called it Walmart, parked it up in. You got to think. You got to think quick and big on your feet. Walmart say, hey, no Walmarts in here. You say Walmart says, you know what? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go get myself an old container ship and turn it into a Walmart and pull it up over here in the Hudson.
Amber says it's the WEF store.
Yeah,
pretty much is.
There you go. So did anybody ever figure out about this? You notice how when Epic Journeyman, when he had to go find out about the tabletop exercise, he all of a sudden disappeared like a ghost, like a phantom. I got called into work, dude. I gotta go. I was like, Epic, what about that tabletop exercise on the bird flu right now? And then when we came back from the break, he's like, dude, I gotta go to work. Epic Tournament is trying to red herring us, saying he's going to work, so we forget about looking it up. Bruce, are you looking it up right now? Your eyes are looking big. Are you typing in bird flu tabletop exercise 2024 right now? To see when that's coming.
I'm not, but I'm all aware of that bird flu. It's coming, Jimmy.
Bird flu 2024.
718-618-9905. Have you seen the advertisements for the bird flu 2024 campaign yet? Give us a call, 718-618-9905. We want to hear from you. Want to hear what you think. Anywho.
Oh, it's H5N1 now.
Yeah, exactly. Godspeed, Rio. Did you find it?
Well, I didn't find the exercise, but I found it.
Is it the year of the rat? I'm just curious. I think it's the year of the electric rat or something like that, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Or was that last year? No, this is the year of the dragon, isn't it?
Say it ain't so, Jimmy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is a year of the dragon.
Yeah, I think last year was the electric rat.
The electric rat?
Yeah, the electric rat, I think it was. No, it was
I didn't know rats were electric.
No, it was the metal rat. That's right. Metal rat, I think it was. Who the hell knows? I got short-term memory loss. It's Friday night. I've been working all week, and it's like the last hour and 45 minutes of this show. So anything's possible at this point, Bruce, because I don't remember exactly what it was, if it was the metal rat, but I think it was. I wouldn't bet on it right now, though. If I was in down the slot machine and I had my last $500,000, I wouldn't put it in it right now. Because I would feel uncomfortable that the third metal rat would come up and I'd get the three metal rats and win the jackpot, Bruce.
Yeah, man. Testify, Jimmy. Testify.
Yeah, well, I got nothing.
I found some interesting, sort of interesting here on this whole flu thing. It's not really that interesting. But it's the conference is in Texas.
Thanks for the build-up, Rio.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, listen.
Well, because the drill started with the word that a make-believe 22-year-old college student had died after returning to the United States from visiting his family in Indonesia, one of the countries affected by the H5N1 strain. It was unusual to open up the tabletop exercise to the press because only a handful of reporters were allowed in the room and could assess how the media management practice was went. CDC officials will take some time to assess how they did. So the CDC is now judging the reporters, I guess. The CDC hired a contractor, MPRI, part of command and control company L3 Communications, to help run the exercise. So Level 3 Communications is in on it. That's good to know.
BlackRock has asked that Ukrainian soldiers not be buried on the land that it owns in Ukraine. They own 47% of Ukrainian land. BlackRock. And they what did they get? They got a contract for 2 point something trillion to rebuild Ukraine.
It's outrageous, Jimmy. Outrageous.
I think I'm going to strain that off and mix myself some tea. I mean, that's that's some powerful juju there, man. You know?
Been scandalized.
You'll be hallucinating off that. You remember when we used to do pulling threads? I almost feel like pulling threads.
So apparently H5N1 is big in Vietnam right now.
It's like David Hasselhoff is big in Belgium.
But no, I mean, like, as far as the number of deaths occurring through it, it's Indonesia and Vietnam are the top two.
Was David Hasselhoff...
Followed by Thailand, China, and Egypt. And one in Nigeria.
This season, the NFL is using facial recognition to verify the identity of people entering the stadium.
Say it ain't so, Jimmy.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
you go
knew
down
that
there.
was coming.
Yeah, that's right. Remember when they had the baseball game and they said, if you let me scan your eyeball, I'll give you a free beer? I think it was in Chicago. It was the Cubs. They love their Cubs, don't they? They love their Cubs. Here, scan your eyeball. Give you a free beer. A free burger at Burger King, where they paint the lines on the burgers to give you the impression that it's been grilled on the Barbie. And they blow fake barbecue smoke out of a stack. Bruce left. They have a fake smokestack on top of these Burger Kings.
Yeah, I know.
And they have
use
this shit.
a glycerin compound to make the smoke.
Yeah.
Same stuff we use for stage effects.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everything's a stage effect, man. There's nothing real anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Into the Microcosm every Friday night here on Revolution Radio, 9 o'clock Pacific.
Beef-scented smoke.
It's ridiculous, man. They do it in Disneyland too.
Oh yeah, they
make
purposely put certain smells in certain places.
Yeah, like
to make you
cookies
hungry.
or whatever, like cookies.
Yeah.
You know, man, you smell those. Smells like chocolate chip cookies, and you go over there and just go, look at them, man, and they're all the chocolate's just coming apart. You know.
Yeah, but they add scent above what the cookies smell
Oh,
like.
of course. And those cookies they don't even cook them there probably. Who knows? We keep just talking about doing these shows, and then something happens, and we get sidetracked. We never get back to it. But we got to do that Plus Ultra show we were talking about. We got to come clean with that. We said we would, we should, and we're going to do it tomorrow night. All right? Plus Ultra tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific.
Plus Ultra.
Mm-hmm. But, in the meantime, though, we're here tonight, 718-618-9905. So remember to call if you want to get all of us. What the hell time is it, Bert? What is it, 9:45? No, 11:45. Yeah.
Oh, 1:45.
Jeez.
Yeah, for me.
It's like I'm in a time warp.
Plus Ultra, the coat of arms of Spain. Flanked by the Pillars of Hercules.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should do Plus Ultra right now. Impromptu. Before anybody can pull the plug on it.
Well, interestingly, there's a cartoon called My Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
And it says the true meaning of Plus Ultra isn't what you think. Plus Ultra is a catchphrase used by All Might, who is the main character of My Hero Academia. It's a Latin phrase that means nothing further beyond and has a long history of excellence and risk-taking. So it's kind of interesting that they're indoctrinating kids with this through cartoons.
Well, here's the thing. Let me see if I can dig this up. So I think I can dig it up. Let me find this here. All right, so from 1964. Okay, hold on, man. This is organics right now. So hold on. This ain't organic Sharpton. It's organic Into the Microcosm in the middle of the night on Friday night. Hang on. I'm going to have to remember how.
On behalf of Walt, we want to welcome you to the 1964 World's Fair. As a token of his appreciation for your continued partnership and support, we have put together this commemorative album, which revolves around his favorite moments. Moments that may be best enjoyed as companions to the...
Hang on.
They're getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today.
Hang on.
We have immersive motion pictures that can show you this world, where we can travel using our minds to prepare our bodies for the inevitable physical journey.
And I even hear tell about two brothers in North Carolina.
Okay, stand by. All right, here we go. So now listen. This is 1964. This is a record that was made for the World's Fair. You could buy it. And listen to what it's talking about the future.
I bet you there's reverse in that. I can hear it.
Here, I'll give it to you. Hold on. All right.
You can just tell by the inflection in his voice.
All right, listen to this. It's in the microcosm.
Looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today.
For Walt and the Society, this is a passion project that ensures things could be
better than they are today.
And in fact, they are. Maybe not in this world, but in a new world to come.
The moving pictures flicker up on a big screen.
We have immersive motion pictures that can show you this world, where we can travel using our minds to prepare our bodies for the inevitable physical journey.
And I even hear tell about two brothers in North Carolina.
Our immersive motion pictures also reveal flying contraptions with the power to reach any moon, any planet. The same power to drive these contraptions can be used to power appliances, transportation, global communications, to power people, to power peace.
Oh boy, it sure beats chopping wood. And isn't our new icebox?
The icebox. There are so many innovations that we keep on ice, ready to share with you and the rest of the world with your support if you choose to step with us through that door.
Carry water from a well. And thanks to progress
and the work of the Society, the dreams of tomorrow can be made manifest today.
Yes, sir. We've got everything we need.
That's the guy that's going, yes, sir, we have everything we need. The other voice in the background, not the guy who's talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Wheel of Progress display that they have. I mean, I know there's one in Florida. I'm not sure about California, but I've seen that. I've seen that.
Right, and so the guy's talking over that, and it's the Plus Ultra Society that he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying in the future it's going to be like this. The guy's in the past, this guy who's talking, and this guy here. Let's take a listen to this.
Need to make life easier. Say, Mother, I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison
who worked
on an idea
that paved the road to this new world.
Electric lights?
Oh, the Society has come so far in so little time, and we look forward to showing you the heart of the project. The advancements we have made are nothing short of electrifying. They will spark change in the lives of people everywhere.
Oh, that's right, folks. Now Sarah has time for other things like
canning and cleaning the oven.
Yes, two things that can be easily powered using the natural energy that surrounds all of us.
Probably never will.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get the laundry off the line before it starts raining cats and dogs.
Don't worry. After testing this revolutionary...
Using the energy that surrounds all of us. Huh. Sounds like Antiquitech, eh? Sounds like etherics. Sounds like etheric science.
Technology, we've been able to harness not just the energy we can see, but the energy we can't.
All you have to do is put your wash on the line, right? Oh well, the cistern was low anyway.
Wow, look at that.
This energy is free, and it's for everyone.
We're using my new stereos.
It's free and it's for everyone. Then doesn't like the audio. He says it's insulting and annoying. Well, then, I'm sorry, but you can't please all the people all the time. It's not the audio. It's the content that we're talking about. 1964. They're talking about the Plus Ultra Society. Now, what did you do, Rio? Did you search the Plus Ultra Society?
Well, no, I actually just searched Plus Ultra, and like I said, I found that My Hero Academia thing, so it's in the cartoon, and it's the motto of the main character. But it's also a national motto of Spain. This is interesting.
I didn't know that.
A reversal of the original phrase non plus ultra is said to have been inscribed as a warning in the Pillars of Hercules at this Strait of Gibraltar. It has metaphorical suggestions of taking risks and striving for excellence. In its original version, the personal motto of the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V and also of the Duke of Burgundy and the King of Spain was plus ultra, or however you would say it in French. The motto was adopted by some decades after the discovery of the New World by Christopher Columbus, which we know is not true. So interesting. I had no idea that
thing
was the national
this,
motto of Spain.
So this audio is because the only existing audio of it is on some record that some dude found at the flea market or whatever. And now he's playing the vinyl or whatever, and that's why it sounds like that. You know, I can't control that. I can't, you know, I don't have control over the audio quality of some other buddy's shit that they uploaded to the internet.
Not to mention it's what, a 70-year-old record?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Right, 64, right? Was the World's Fair? Oh, 60-year-old record, whatever.
The fuck
60-year-old record. Oh, yes. Here's an article about Tomorrowland's Secret Plus Ultra Society.
Yeah, that's where things get a bit dicey because it's you know, the movie Tomorrowland and the existence of this special place where special people get to go. It exists just outside of your perception. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a toy, you know.
Ooh la la. We can light cities without consuming a single resource.
Drop that into Skype for me, Jimmy.
Thought I did. Hang on.
Oh, wait. Maybe you put it in the other one.
No, I didn't. Hang on. All right. So they can light cities without consuming a single resource. Back in 1964 here, right?
Shit, knockout. She's the star of
the Old World's Fair in Chicago.
And you put that away before your mother finds it.
Aw, Dad.
We can enjoy the modern extravagances of mankind without wasting a bit of nature's precious beauty.
Huh. They can do it, huh? Without wasting a precious drop of nature's beauty, eh? That sounds good. Oh, man, we're up against the break, Jack. All right, well, listen. We're going to be right back at some point. Who knows? Maybe we won't come back. Come back and find out.
Listening to Revolution Radio.
Are you interested in the paranormal, murder mystery, real natural law? Do you enjoy interviews with amazing guests? Then join Crypt Rick every Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Revolution Radio. Studio A, freedomslips.com. Crypt Rick's Hyper Thinking. Welcome to the Crypt.
It is no secret that the so-called mainstream media is best described as controlled propaganda. Countless news stories are either totally ignored or spun with half-truths, and because of this, essential facts and vital information are often compromised. Join Dr. Ott every Friday night on Studio B at 10 p.m. Eastern and learn why The Story Behind the Story was nominated for a Peabody Award in its second year of producing unparalleled broadcasting excellence in 1997. That is, if you really care about learning the truth.
Interrupt your normally scheduled programming to bring you this important broadcasting announcement.
Now is the time to explore your greatest potential, embracing truth, health, and wellness while discarding the system and exposing its corruption. Experience true freedom every Saturday night between 6 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live from Studio B, it's the Jonathan Wright Show.
Find it right here at revolution.radio.
The Secret Kindergarten is here for the young children of the world. The best program on the radio for kids, dealing with the most important topics in the whole universe. Fairy tales, music and movement, numbers, plants, animals, fun, colors, insects. Take care and cast your ears out to catch a story from the world of other young things. Reach out, up, under, and over. Sing a song. Talk about feelings. Just remember the magic word. The magic word is no! Step on into the Secret Kindergarten, Saturdays 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Revolution Radio.
Syndicalist commune. We take it in turns to act as a sort of executive officer for the week. Yes. But all the decisions of that officer have to be ratified at a special bi-weekly meeting. Yes, I see. By a simple majority in the case of purely internal affairs. Be quiet. But by a 2/3 majority in the case of more... Be quiet. I order you to be quiet. Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look. It's just a flesh wound.
I don't believe I've seen such a display of courage, skill, nerve, grace, and stupidity.
I'll do you for that. Oh, what? Come here. What are you going to do, bleed on me? I'm invincible. You're a loony. The Black Knight always triumphs.
Roundtable Live, Monday through Friday, 1 a.m. till 4 a.m. Eastern Time. Bring your mind, bring your ideas, bring your voice. King Arthur had nothing on us here at Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com. All right, thanks for listening while we took that short break here at Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com. And now we're going to get back to your host.
It's Friday night. Hour number 3. I'm Jimmy. That's Rio. Sitting in the microcosm. Rock and Rio, are you there? Now you're digging into that Disney thing. Plus Ultra Society.
So,
huh?
So it is as we suspected, Jimmy. I've only scratched the very top of this surface. This might have to be like tomorrow night's project to do this record, but I want you to hear this as it is right here.
All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig up.
Because it says you must respect the vows because you are a Mason.
No.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Here,
well,
listen.
if you're a Mason, you have to respect the vows. That is true. Go ahead.
Here you go.
The same power to drive these contraptions.
Respect the vows because you are a Mason.
Wow. Take a listen to this. Hang on.
I bet you that whole record is full of messages.
All right.
Intentional ones.
All right, take a listen to this. These are the people that live in the other dimension. All the special people live there, except if you're not special, you don't get the little thingy that lets you go over there. So, and this is what he has to say. Take a listen.
If you glimpsed the future and were frightened by what you saw, what would you do with that information? You would go to who? Politicians? Captains of industry? And how would you convince them? With data? Facts? Good luck. The only facts they won't challenge are the ones that keep the wheels greased and the dollars rolling in. But what if there was a way of skipping the middleman and putting the critical news directly into everyone's head? The probability of widespread annihilation kept going up. The only way to stop it was to show it, to scare people straight. Because what reasonable human being wouldn't be galvanized by the potential destruction of everything they've ever known or loved? To save civilization, I would show its collapse. But how do you think this vision was received? How do you think people responded to the prospect of imminent doom? They gobbled it up like a chocolate eclair. They didn't fear their demise, they repackaged it. It can be enjoyed as video games, as TV shows, books, movies. The entire world wholeheartedly embraced the apocalypse and sprinted towards it with gleeful abandon. Meanwhile, your Earth was crumbling all around you. You've got simultaneous epidemics of obesity and starvation. Explain that one. Bees and butterflies start to disappear. The glaciers melt. Algae blooms all around you. The coal mine canaries are dropping dead, and you won't take the hint. In every moment, there is the possibility of a better future, but you people won't believe it. And because you won't believe it, you won't do what is necessary to make it a reality. So you dwell on this terrible future, and you resign yourselves to it. For one reason, because that future doesn't ask anything of you today. So, yes, we saw the iceberg, we warned the Titanic. But you all just steered for it anyway, full steam ahead. Why?
Sit to the microcosm. Seven 618-9905 is the number to call. 718-618-9905. Fast way. Say what you will.
So, I found another one.
I'm not surprised. Okay, go ahead.
This is good, right?
We look forward to welcoming you there. So long now.
Right at the very end of the record. So here's the first part.
I know this.
Final notice.
Everything in the club was Walt for you.
Everything in the club was from Walt for you.
Wow, and there,
We look forward to welcoming you there.
Right? Everything in the club was from Walt for you.
Everything in the club was Walt for you.
So.
Well, and there's a private club over there called Club 33, I hear.
Yep. So everything in the club, Walt put there for you. Because you're making it a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Yeah, well, please continue. Hold on a second. Let me see if I still have this. I think I got rid of it. Oh, I got it here in Skype. All right, here, Bruce McDonald's back. Bruce, we're talking about
Testify.
We're talking about Plus Ultra, this so-called pretend secret society over at Disney.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm going to get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with. Overdraft.
You know, man.
The garden gnomes are attacking, Jimmy.
I know, the garden gnomes are here, dude. See, that's what happens when you give...
The garden gnomes are coming with their lightsabers.
If you give Rio the card, he falls asleep, he orders 500 garden gnomes. Rio, put the card away when you're falling asleep. Don't order the garden gnomes. No, Bruce, Plus Ultra. Have you heard of it?
I have not, Jimmy.
No, because it's a super ultra super secret society that pretends to be fake. So it slides under the radar, and there's certain colors associated with it, and they've tied those colors directly to the Lord over there and Savior.
Okay.
Yeah, the orange color, the orange. If you see the Rio, have you seen the colors for the Plus Ultra Society?
No. Well, I mean, I see the coat of arms, the Spanish coat of arms.
Yeah. Now, what are the colors that are present there? Isn't there oranges and some, plaids and what's not?
Oh, let me see. Let me get back to the picture here. Which tab was it in?
I don't know. Hold on, Bruce. Take a listen to this here. Bruce, listen to this. This is from 1964. Listen.
Right here in our home.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
She keeps that thing going all day long. Progress.
The world will be lauding our progress for days, months, generations to come. The moment we are prepared to trust them with it.
Don't worry, Patricia. They're friends.
The world can take this free energy to create their own innovations that will further drive progress without overtaxing the precious energy of our citizens. By tapping into this natural energy, the world can focus on using the most renewable resource on the face of this planet: people's creativity.
They're talking about energy, Bruce, that exists all around us that we can use that doesn't tax any of Mother Earth's resources. And we're just wondering, what kind of energy are they talking about? Seems like it's just all around us somehow. So I think I've heard a few people talking about it.
You'll be home by 9 o'clock, daughter. You hear me? Oh, well, with all this talking, I've worked up quite a thirst. I think I'll take one of those newfangled trolleys down to the...
I really don't like how they intermingle this.
Because right now we have so much to celebrate.
Sorry, I forgot. We're drinking root beer now.
Most of which we've still yet to share. To those joining us, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you along for this next leg of the journey. Now, we're all aware of the facts of life, that every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And most people have hopped aboard a similar train of thought, accepting what appears to be the fleeting nature of what we know as life. Even those who seem to live in the world of tomorrow have a tough time switching tracks. We, on the other hand, see another way. We believe in preserving the unique beauty that only Mother Nature can provide in all of its forms, from plant life to animal. And we have successfully developed the technology to do so. Technology that will allow living beings the opportunity to weather any unexpected storm. By coaxing a body into temporary stasis, we can preserve any life form as long as is necessary to repair it. So no longer will one life necessarily be a flash in time. No longer does the end need to be the end. Thanks to groundbreaking discovery and innovation, a new dawn lies in wait for all of us. Even today, in 1964, we are unable to look back through the dark mists of time and see what truly happened to the great primeval beings that ruled the earth before us. But if we break free from the mire of tired thinking, we can focus our attention and efforts on another opportunity that lies ahead. Coupled with our ability to preserve life, we have the power to produce something truly grand. By taking what remains of any life, big or small, we can extract from its core its very essence and regenerate that life to its full.
They're talking about DNA.
That's some real enlightenment stuff right there, man.
Not only that, but they're talking about we can extract and reproduce. He's talking about DNA back in 1964.
Oh yeah. That's the whole philosophy of this thing is insane. Well, I mean, not insane, but I mean, it's just.
And the way they said we preserve nature or whatever, what they're meaning is you ain't going to be in there. Nature's going back to nature. You're going to be in those urban 15-minute zones. The Walmart zone. 15-minute city. We're changing our name to 15-minute city.
On a
Godspeed.
Smaller scale, we can utilize this technology to repair injuries, cure disease, taking the remains of that which has been grounded and empowering it to once again take flight and regenerate that life to its full glory. On a smaller scale, we can utilize this technology to repair injuries, cure disease, taking the remains of that which has been grounded and empowering it to once again take flight. New applications of these technologies, from preservation to regeneration, are being hatched and tested daily by our experts. Such power would allow us to live our lives free of sickness, free of loss, free of fear. Together, we can survive any unforeseen mishaps, any unexpected turns for the worse, no matter where we stand, no matter the time, as long as we strive to make this gift a reality for all. So join us in your continued support. Be the positive force that drives this old world into the new.
Wow. Rio, did you find some more shit in there? I mean, stuff. It's late enough on the East Coast for me to say shit, Bruce. But maybe I have Tourette's syndrome. You know, I should ask Doc McCarran to come on and give me an exam. See, as long as it doesn't require any temperature taking. Rock and Rio, are you there?
I am here.
Are you good? Do you have anything else? Because otherwise I'm going to continue.
Yeah, continue. I'm scanning here.
We want to thank you again for your continued partnership and support. As we progress into tomorrow, we do hope you think of us, so that one day we may show everyone a world much like the one we were privileged to show you. As you've seen at the fair, advancements in technology are quickly reshaping our planet. We gave you a glimpse at a world without boundaries, a world very much united, a world in which all people are free to reach beyond any ocean, over any mountain, across any continent, and connect with anyone, anywhere on the globe. Only time will tell if this invention will make our world smaller, just as we predict it might. At the Carousel of Progress, we explored the potential of sustainable energy. We imagined utilizing the power.
Did he just say sustainable energy in 1964?
Yeah.
Sustainable? Come on, man.
Yeah.
These things shit just comes out of nowhere. Like this is on a record that you bought at Disneyland at the Disney display at the World's Fair. And this is a voice on that record telling you about the future, and everything it's saying on there is exactly what we see today. I find that a bit ironic. The irony, Bruce. The irony. No, I don't know. I mean, it seems like, this is a plan, and we get to that plan incrementally down the line as we go, one thing after another, moving forward, getting to where we're going, man. We're almost there, right, Bruce? We're almost there.
Oh,
We're like,
almost there, Jimmy.
we're like inches away. Inches away from the future. Matter of
Getting
fact,
close, Jimmy.
we're inches away from the future. We're in it now. It's almost here. The future. It's here now. Wait, no, we're in the past. Wait, we're in the future. No, we're in the past. You know what I mean?
I hear that, Jimmy.
I
hear that.
You just propel yourself into the future in the moment. By thinking about the future. You bounce to that moment. I wonder if the rat zapper caught any rats yet. Rock and Rio, did you catch any rats on this record from 1964?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of rats on this record. There's a little talk about children in here that's a little unsavory.
Well, there's some weird tunnels over there at Disney. And they got these weird things that move out of the way. And people just pop out of these tunnels wearing these costumes, and they just go like this. They got these big old costumes on, and they go around like there's something. Like some kind of creature or something. Big old fat, whatever it is. And then it just opens up, and they just put a kid in there and drop it down in the tunnel.
Well, one of the phrases was after he mentioned the children, he said, instead of getting in trouble, we will find a way to civilize that nasty law.
You're fucking kidding me, man?
No, I'm
And that's
serious.
exactly what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't kidding about those tunnels either.
I know about the tunnel.
No, I know. It sounded
Is-
so ridiculous with the costume thing. People thought I was joking.
It's funny because I've been to Disneyland multiple times, right? And on the surface, it's enjoyable. You go on the rides, you eat expensive food, and look at the sights and whatever. But when you really go through the places and look at the stuff, look at the artwork that's on the walls as you're standing in line for the rides and all this stuff, and you realize, if you're aware of the symbolism and all the other stuff, that place is completely loaded with all sorts of occulted knowledge, I guess is the best way to put it. You realize all the pictures with the guys with the hidden hands, and all the little spirituality things in the hanging on the walls, and it's really like it's a split reality. Right?
It's like
it's a
this.
theme park. It's fun. It's amusement, right? You go on the rides, you enjoy that part of it, but you almost like can't look too deep, because if you start looking deep, you see the whole like dark side of it.
Yeah, there's Mickey upside down on the screen on YouTube. Wicked, man. Wicked. Get it?
Oh yeah. Well, even if you look at the Walt Disney signature, which isn't really his signature, it's got a 666 in it too, right? So.
Oh,
My goodness.
You never saw that before, Bruce?
No.
Disney. Yeah, here, Bruce. Look at this.
8-inch, so.
It is. Look at Mickey is wicked there, Bruce. Take a look in the chat. I got it for you there, so you can see it.
Oh, yeah. Never noticed that before.
Yeah, why would you? Until old Jimmy brought it up. Now you'll never forget it.
And if you look at the see how the I and the Y, Bruce, the dot on the I and the Y are like sixes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, in the Walt Disney signature, you got the I and the Y still, but the but it's in the Disney. In that when it's written in that same script, it's got a 666 in it. And actually, even if you go to downtown Disney, and you go into where they have the store, they make the Mickey head out of sixes that look like the dot on the I. Yeah. So that's a 666 too. I mean, it's all over the place down there. It's absolutely amazing how like wicked it really is.
It is wicked.
Scandalous, man. Scandalous.
I know, man. I've forgotten more shit about the alternative media investigations than is even out there anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit is old as the hills. You have someone. I mean, I don't know. The thing is what no one talks about Disney. You talk about Disney too long, you find yourself toes up somewhere, floating down a canal with a happy face carved in your back or whatever. What's that happy face killer? He like chokes. They find all these suffocated guys, gay guys. They're suffocated, and then just put a happy face, and they go, "Yeah, it's the happy face killer."
All right, here's that clip, Jimmy. We will civilize that nasty law.
Wait, slow that down, homeboy.
Only time will tell if this invention will make our world.
We will civilize that nasty law. That's right after the line about the children, so I won't play that line.
Man, I just want to go somewhere nice and quiet. Bruce, can I come up and stay on the mountain for a while?
Yeah, Jimmy, you can stay.
When I come up there, it'll be nothing. It'll be nothing but doves and monkeys. You won't have to deal with any snakes or scorpions.
All right.
It's doves.
I'll hold you to that.
It's doves and monkeys, man.
Okay.
Do you even have those giant ass black birds they call crows everywhere that aren't crows? It's crows that aren't crows up there?
No. We got these like predator birds. I think they're called turkey vultures. They're huge.
Oh yeah,
huge.
Those things are huge, man.
Yeah. You always know something died when they're up in the circling in the air.
Things are ugly too.
Yeah, real ugly.
You don't want one of those heads popping up pecking your eyeballs out while you're sleeping.
Nine.
You know what I mean? You're just taking a nap. They think you're dead. All of a sudden you wake up and those things going just pecking your eyeballs out. You don't want any
part of that, man.
No, fuck that. Those things will rip you to shreds, man. People don't realize how dangerous it is for like wild animals. Like a wild animal will tear you to pieces, man. And they don't even.
They can.
The thing is, the pain of being torn to pieces by a wild animal is only known when you've experienced that pain. The rest of it's just on TV where you hear people screaming and shit. But until you actually you hear a snarling beast ripping your arm from shred to shred, when you're screaming out in pain, you sound like, It's harsh, man. It seriously is harsh. And what makes it even harsher is when I worked with the big cats and the elephants at Marine World, I actually experienced these animals up close. It's like these lions. The fucking heads on these things, Bruce. They're like this. Yeah. No, I mean, you can't imagine it.
Oh, I can.
No, you can't. I mean, imagine it. Imagine it jumping right at you. And it was right here in front of your face, roaring in your fucking face. Excuse my language, Revolution Radio.
Man.
Can you imagine it? I mean, because man, imagine just being somewhere and you're in your little shitty tent. You thought to yourself, you know what, man, I'm going to go on a jungle safari. I'm going to go to Africa. I'm going to take my camera and take some pictures. Next thing you know, it's pitch black. You're just laying there in this stupid little tent, making espresso on one of those lame-ass little burner things. You're just sitting there in the dark. All you hear is, in the dark. What was that movie called? With, what's his nuts? Man, I can't think of his name now. There's a movie about these people that went to Africa, and these lions were tearing people to shreds.
Ghost and...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know the movie, yeah.
That's terrifying, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just simply because they just sit there and wait until you come out. Eventually, you got to come out of that tent. You know? And they don't mind. They just lay around licking themselves and waiting for you to come out. There's like six.
Yeah, you don't want to be. You don't want any part of that, Jimmy.
No, there's 6 or 7 of them hanging out of trees and shit. They're laying up there, licking themselves, just waiting. Eventually, you got to come out of that tent.
Yeah, you don't want no part of that, Jimmy.
When you do, you're gonna look like a gazelle. You know when the lions get the gazelles.
Yeah.
It's nothing but it's curtains. It's a gazelle. Curtains, Bruce. You know, you ever notice the male lion just lays back? It's mostly the female lions out there killing shit. So they kill it and they drag it back. The male lion's just laying under one of them trees, licking himself.
Oh, boy.
You know, the funny part is I'm not even drinking or anything. I don't drink. But it's almost as though I'm drunk at this point.
Like you're hallucinating.
Could be.
Could be because of the great big beautiful tomorrow. So here's one more for that kind of seals this whole deal up. It says all the people that are in it, they're people like you. They're MAGAs.
What?
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Not in it, they're person like you. They just...
They are a person like you. They're MAGAs.
Together, we can survive any unforeseen... Not in it, they're a person like you. They just...
They are a person like you. They're MAGAs.
It's all too much, man. 718-618-9905. If you want to give us a call, we got 28 minutes left. 24 minutes left before this show is going to be over.
Well, that's who's in this society, right? They're people like you that are magicians.
Well, I just find it funny that there's inferences that Trump belongs to the Plus Ultra secret society, and that somehow
I wouldn't be surprised.
And that somehow his organization's called MAGA. And
Yeah.
This is from 1964. In reverse, for Christ's sakes.
There'll be no peace until the MAGA king sits on his throne again.
Will there be 1,000
You heard it
years?
here.
Will there be 1,000 years of peace, Bruce, when he sits there?
I think so. That's what I heard, anyways.
I know we've heard, but never know until the actual moment of truth.
Oh my God, Jimmy, trust the plan, okay?
So it's not Yeshua HaMashiach, it's Donald HaMashiach?
He's the goy Mashiach. They've been waiting for him. All the Orthodox have recognized him. He met all their signs. No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
No, I know.
believe it.
We reported on it here on the show like about 2 months ago. Remember?
Big religious stuff going on in the background for the Abrahamic faiths, but it's all very exciting, man. It's all very exciting.
Well, I mean, it's exciting when you're kicking it over there on the mountain. You know, it's not exciting for Rio over there on the East Coast. He's about to go up. He's about to go up in flames. You know, like nuclear toast.
Dropping a nuke would be the best thing that could happen, right? At least it's quick and painless.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a bit dramatic.
You know, if they dropped a nuke, I want to be right at ground zero. Hit me in the head with it. I don't want to feel a thing.
Well, I don't know, man. I just hear this reverse in 1964. And I hear what's going
it's part
on.
of the secret society stuff, right? So.
Well, I'm just saying, I hear what's going on in reverse, and I hear them saying what they're saying forward. You know, they're saying there's energy that exists all around me, and we could be living on it without sucking a drop of Mother Nature's precious resources, and how we're all going to be able to sit around and be creative and all this. You know, I mean, it sounds exactly like being on universal income in the future.
Well, this is the plan, right? I mean, have you ever really looked into the whole Tomorrowland concept as a community thing? Like,
no.
You know what Walt had proposed?
No.
It was a 15-minute city basically, where it was built in a circle and rings. It was like one of the last things he did before he died. There's footage of him like presenting what his projected plans were.
All right, let's talk about it. Well, grab it right now. We don't have to do it tomorrow, man. Grab it right now. Not Tomorrowland, dude. It's Tonightland. I might not be Mr. Right, but I'm Mr. Right now. Jimmy, it's into the microcosm. It's Revolution Radio. That's Rock and Rio. Bruce McDonald's here. We're talking about Plus Ultra. And now all of a sudden, Rock and Rio is really coming in here. He's flying just low over the trees with this whole thing. Now, is there a presentation on YouTube for this?
Oh yeah, there is. There's video footage. I'll see if I can find it on YouTube. There's definitely video footage of Walt presenting the whole.
I'm interested just only because we discovered that 90% of America lives within striking distance of a Walmart, which would be a 15-minute city. And
maybe it's a Waltmart, right?
A Waltmart, exactly.
It is the Waltons, right? So, Walt-ons.
Dude, I think we discovered something really serious here tonight with our fringe analysis of this 15-minute city situation. It is a Walt Mart in the 15-minute. Now, did you find a video or no? You need me to go over there and shake the trees, see what falls out?
Oh, it's what Epcot was actually supposed to really be, not what Epcot turned into. I think I have it. Yes, I do. I'll drop the link in here so you can play it for the fine folks in Radio Land.
All right. Are you about to shock the monkey, dude? Shock the monkey. All right, listen, 718-618-9905. Give us a call before we get into Walt's Epcot Center, 1966. 66, huh?
Yeah.
Walt Disney, 1966. Hear this.
Welcome to Disneyland.
I hear the scratching of nails on my deck behind my back in the dark. I don't like it.
A far-out project that was totally untrue. Today, 60 million people have come here from every state in America and from almost every nation around the world. In Town Square on Main Street, many have paused to read the dedication plaque that symbolizes the warm and friendly spirit of Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Dedication to the happiness of the people who
all thinking about Disney World. Everything in this room may change time and time again as we move ahead. But the basic philosophy of what we're planning for Disney World is going to remain very much as it is right now. We know what our goals are. We know what we hope to accomplish. And believe me, it's the most exciting and challenging assignment we've ever tackled at Walt Disney Productions. Today, I want to share with you some of our ideas for Disney World. Now, the prologue to this film told you some of the philosophy that made Disneyland in California what it is today. Of course, there will be another amusement theme park in Florida, similar to the one in California. We're now developing a master plan that encompasses the theme park and all the facilities around it that will serve the tourists.
A network of transportation systems, radio people expressed right
go
here
to,
in this experimental community.
let's see,
12.
right around 11 minutes, Jimmy, is where it gets good.
All right, 12:59 is where I just was. Hold on. All right, here we go.
So that's what Epcot is, an experimental prototype community that will always be in a state of becoming. It will never cease to be a living blueprint of the future.
Oh, wow, a state of becoming, huh? That reminds me of a Bill Cooper episode.
Yeah,
Remember that?
I hear that, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Where people actually live a life they can't find anywhere else in the world. Everything in Epcot will be dedicated to the happiness of the people who will live, work, and play here, and those who come here from all around the world to visit our living showcase. We don't presume to know all the answers. In fact, we're counting on the cooperation of American industry to provide their very best thinking during the planning and the creation of our experimental prototype community of tomorrow. And most important of all, when Epcot has become a reality and we find the need for technologies that don't even exist today, it's our hope that Epcot will stimulate American industry to develop new solutions that will meet the needs of people expressed right here in this experimental community. Well, that's our basic philosophy for Epcot. By now, I'm sure you're wondering.
So right after he
proper
says that,
control
they
of
show
planning and
the
design.
15-minute city.
Epcot begins with an idea new among cities built since the birth of the automobile. We call it the radio plan. Picture a wheel. Like the spokes of the wheel, the city fans out along a series of radials from a bustling hub at the center of Epcot. A network of transportation systems radiate from this central hub, carrying people to and from the heart of the city. These transportation systems circulate to and through 4 primary spheres of activity surrounding the central core. First, the area of business and commerce. Next, the high-density apartment housing. Then the broad greenbelt and recreation lands. And finally, the low-density neighborhood residential streets. Epcot's dynamic urban center will offer the excitement and variety of activities found only in metropolitan cities: cultural, social, business, and entertainment. Among its major features will be a cosmopolitan hotel and convention center, towering 30 or more stories. Shopping areas, where stores and whole streets recreate the character and adventure of places round the world. Theaters for dramatic and musical productions. Restaurants, and a variety of nightlife attractions. And a wide range of office buildings, some containing services required by Epcot's residents, but most of them designed especially to suit the local and regional needs of major corporations. But most important,
Right? So, yeah. To suit the needs of the major corporations, right?
Yeah, check
So
this
what
out.
they're going to have is they're going to have the business in the middle, then the high density housing, the low income housing, surrounding that in a ring. Then there's going to be a green space, right? And then the rich people get to live on the outside of the wheel.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen to this. I asked ChatGPT if 15-minute cities were based on Walt Disney's Epcot design. And what it said was, in the end, it said, while both concepts focus on improving urban living and reducing car dependence, Disney's Epcot was more technologically driven and centralized under corporate control, whereas the 15-minute cities emphasized decentralization, local autonomy, and sustainability through urban design. So it's interesting that you point that out, man. It's the corporate aspect to it. But, maybe that means only because it's, being done within the confines of the Disney organization.
Well, the whole idea is that the people who lived on the outside ring could get to the center of the city within 15 minutes. So you were never any farther away from the center business district and the shopping and the food and the hotels and the recreations and all that. you were always 15 minutes away. That was the whole idea. The city would be a 15-minute.
And it looks like a pie
in
too.
radius.
It looks like a pie too. You get your slice of the pie. You know, look at it. It's like a pie. Man, I hear crawling. I got to turn these lights back on.
That rat you whacked off the door is mad at you. He's gonna come poop in your flowers, man.
Gonna come poop in my bed, like Epic was saying. I thought it was the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
No, the rats are spiteful. They will do stuff like that.
No, I was just thinking that's paradise for you, man. It's like doesn't matter where you live.
There's a rat around every corner.
There is. There's a rat everywhere. What's up, P7?
Hey, so
It's good to see you. Are you still there, Bruce? I thought you left.
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Oh, I see. Oh, there you are up there, small. You're small up there by Revolution Radio. Rio's big down here. Wonder why that
man.
is. Wonder why that is. Well, I don't know, but there's like 10 minutes left. 618-718-990 or 718-618-990. I swear I'm not drunk. I'm just tired. It's going to happen sometimes, man. You know?
I can't believe nobody has any comments about this.
And this is the second week in a row, no calls.
Yeah. Maybe I've blocked everybody because they call me during the day.
That's possible. You probably blocked everyone who calls.
I've actually started answering those calls and messing with the people on the other side.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you could give out Bruce's number and see if people will call in.
Maybe, yeah. I actually took some lines from Monty Python and the Holy Grail,
mm-hmm.
and I translated them into Hindi, and I have them as a soundbite. So that when
you got too much time on your hands, homeboy.
Yeah, you know, when people with the certain accent call and ask me if I want to consolidate my loans, which I don't have, and my mortgage, which I don't have, you know, I tell them I unclog my nose at you and fart in your general direction.
All right, well, listen. Time's short. There's not much time left before the end of the show. So if you're going to call in, I would say call in now. And if not, then we'll see you tomorrow night when we get more into this here. Or maybe we won't get into it tomorrow night. Who knows? The only way you're going to know is if you tune in, turn on, and find out.
Oh, we do have a call. Here we go. Hello. 323.
Yeah, is this Jimmy?
Yeah, hey, what's going on, man? 323, what's going on?
This is Cap, man. They kicked me off of YouTube, so I can't do the chat anymore. Just want to say hi. Been listening to this Charles Freeze.
We kicked you off. What do you mean?
About
what do you mean we kicked you off?
YouTube. I had a channel and they banned my channel and kicked me off, so I can't do can't do the live chat with you guys anymore.
Oh no. Well, why don't you get another channel that's not that channel anymore? Just so you could come over there and say hello.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
But,
anyways, go ahead, bro.
Anyway, Werner von Braun was tight with Disney. They did the moon thing and all the sustainability, all the buzzwords for the, agenda.
Uh-huh.
Those are all it's all part of that plan. And, the whole thing with Disney over in China and the Imagineers going over there, putting it in China. Then they had Euro Disney. So it's it's closing in. It's closing in.
Wow.
And it's a trip. So where do we go? Bruce went to Costa Rica. What about Mexico? Is it safe to stay in California? So my question to you guys is, when is it going to be too late to get out? And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for the show. You guys are awesome. Love
Hey,
you.
thanks, bro.
And Rio, you're great too, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Chat, thanks, bro.
When is it going to be too late? It's a good question. When is it going to be too late to get out? Is it already too late to get out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, we can still fly, right? Maybe once the bird flu comes back, or we have C-25, and they don't let us fly anymore. Maybe that's when it'll be too late to get out.
Yeah, well, I mean, we keep saying, man, the music's gonna stop. If you don't have a place to sit, your ass out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you're out. If you don't have a place to sit when the music stops, you're out. Simple as that. So, and that's the thing, you never know when the music stop. The
monkey thought it was all in fun. Then pop goes the weasel.
Exactly, pop goes the weasel. All right.
And the weasel goes pop.
Exactamundo. All right, listen. Epic Journeyman, I hope you're safe, dude. I hope we didn't get hit by missiles or whatever was going on over there. You remember when that happened in Hawaii? They thought there was a missile attack. They told everybody to get in the water pipes. To get in this.
Yep. Yeah.
Go under.
False alarm.
Yeah.
The Japanese sent up a false alarm.
Yeah, but it was like, for 19 minutes, everyone thought it was the end. Just looking at each other, holding each other's hands, talking to each other. Only to find out it was a false alarm. Then all of a sudden you just realize, just like, oh shit. Not really. Just kidding. Godspeed.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I don't know. Is it too late to get out?
It's always something. I don't know.
Is it too late to turn around?
No, you know what, dude? No matter where you go, there you are. That's the problem. You can't get away from yourself. You know what I mean? No matter where you go, you'll be there. So you might as well just be where you are right now.
I think I view it as the most important question is are you ready to meet your maker when it actually gets here?
How do you know you haven't already met your maker?
Maybe you have.
Could have. Could have been that dude who was asking you for some money to eat, and you just walked on by and didn't even give him nothing. So pretend like you didn't hear him. That kind of shit. Godspeed to everyone. Out to lunch. Oh, all right, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, real. I'm sneaking out early.
You're sneaking out early?
Yeah. I've had enough.
We've only got 4 minutes left anyway.
I know. I've had enough. It's been a long week. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get some rest. I was actually thinking I was going to get up and go to work in the morning, but that means I got to get up at 5, and I'm feeling like I don't know at this point.
Are you supposed to work tomorrow?
Well, it's not that I'm supposed to, but I need to because I missed a few days this week because I wasn't feeling too good. So now I gotta like.
I got whacked out pretty bad, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday too.
Really? Right after we did that cognitive liberty shit, both of us were sick for 3 days. I find that funny.
Yeah.
Not funny.
And over here on the East Coast, we've got some bad boar's head products giving everybody listeria. So
yeah, well, I don't find it funny. Ha ha! I find it funny, like ironic. All right, let's get out. Let's get out of here, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Pacific, God willing. Godspeed. Say Godspeed, Rio. We gotta go.
Good night, everybody.
Storm is threatening our lives today. But get some shelter. I'm gonna fade away. today. Burns like a red cold carpet. A mad bull lost his way. War. Children. Sister shot away. Shot away. War. Children. It's a shot away. Yeah.
Protect yourself from the